because it's that Virgo shit. We do that shit to each other. Like,
okay. Yeah, I saw what was happening there. I said, I'm gonna just sit back and watch this.
He loves just pinching and shit, man.
Look, I ain't said nothing, man. But we are live, man. Welcome back to Man Down Sports, everybody. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, hit the like button. Make sure you also go and subscribe to No Bull Podcast. The link is in the description. Also, we got Bruce here as a guest. Subscribe to the Format Podcast if you haven't already. He's a friend of the show, so y'all already are familiar with Bruce. So you know it's about to be a good show today, man. This will be good. Shout out to Chris and the Blitz Podcast that just hit last Sunday. Y'all see it again, second episode this Sunday, man. Just before the NFL games. We're gonna have some fun with that, man. That's a good show as well. Chris produced it phenomenally.
It was really good,
right? Yeah,
thank you.
But we definitely want thumbs up here.
Yeah, you did really good, Chris.
If Bree watched it and she don't watch football, if she watched
that's
10 minutes of it,
I'm not being biased.
At least 5 minutes of it, then we did good.
I was locked in. It was really good.
Okay, wait, Bree, you from BMO? You don't watch football?
Absolutely not.
You're gonna get kicked out of the city messing around over there, man. You gotta chill. You better get your Ravens jersey or something.
Well, she do like the Ravens.
I'm a Ravens fan.
Hold on, wait. Because wasn't she in the group chat rooting for the Cowboys or something? Something like that.
I was not rooting for the Cowboys.
Something like that.
I wasn't. That's not how it went. It was. Everybody said to pick the Eagles, and everybody, even Cowboys fan, and I was like, oh, I gotta pick the Cowboys now, and they almost won.
I picked
she was rooting for them because she was rooting for her pick. Pretty much.
I was rooting for her pick.
Yeah. It almost panned out, didn't it?
I love that Corey still picked for the Cowboys because I was a little nervous.
Oh, did he? He didn't pick the Eagles?
Yeah, I was looking here. He picked the Cowboys. It was just me and him.
Did he really pick the? Oh, that's terrible.
He picked the Cowboys. Yeah.
He knew better.
I'm starting out in the Pick'em League 1-0. We should have. You know what? We should have invited all our friends of the show into the Pick'em League this year, Chris. We should have invited Bruce and everybody.
Damn, that's a good.
Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, they can come in late. They'll be one game behind if they want to.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, Briana and Corey 1 game behind
already. So,
and if I win, that's embarrassing for y'all.
You're not gonna
put it in the or send it to Bruce or the link to Bruce or put it in the description box. We'll get Lamar in here too as well, and some people from the audience if y'all want to join as well, man. I see Autism Cottage in here, Autism Boy in here.
Cottage, what's up?
What's good? Who else we got in here? We got Fancy in here. I'm calling out the moderators. Simply Hot Takes just rejoined as a member. I appreciate that, brother. Anthony Hernandez, familiar. That's a familiar name. Stan the Man in here.
Good.
Seems like
shout out to the boys from Annapolis.
Yeah, for sure. Young Disciple in the house was good. What's up,
bro?
It
was good.
I would give Young a wrench, man, because I keep saying wrench like I can't talk. Wrench.
No, go ahead and say it. Go say it in your native tongue.
Wrench dressing.
I thought you were saying wrench.
Gonna get that.
I want to give Young a wrench, but Young Young might just boot everybody out of here that don't like LeBron. So
I can see that.
Like where everybody go?
Oh my god!
The whole Showtime out except Young. You no for real, you do deserve it, Young. For real, 100% you deserve it. Like you contribute to the show just as much as a host.
He does.
You definitely contribute, but I'm scared. And plus, you just put out a hit out on me and some other YouTubers. You said God forgive you for what you about to do to us. Now I didn't quite know what that means.
Whoa! I hope I'm not involved in that.
He said gloves was off. That's what he said. He said gloves are off.
I seen that. I seen that, Young. I thought everything was gravy, brother.
He added you too, Bruce.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
He said the gloves are off. God forgive me for what I'm about to do, and then he added me, the Format Podcast.
I could see it.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, some other guys.
What did you do? I'm a victim believer. What did you do?
Nah, we know, Young. We know.
No, I don't know. He didn't. Young, you didn't text me and say I'm joking, bro. You didn't say that.
What's going on, Miss Dorillis? How you doing? Good to see you.
Yeah. He might not even call me bro no more. He might be calling me brother with the hard ER. I mean, I don't know where we stand at, Young.
Oh man.
All right, man. Are we shouting out the members before we get started? We should.
It's gonna have
they putting in work.
I wasn't ready.
Simply Hot Takes was good, man. It's good to see the moderators in here, man. It's good to see that. And make sure everybody hit the like button. I can't wait to get to the last topic, Bree, because you were right, and I got to give you your flowers. You were right. Asia go win the MVP, man.
I think that 30-20 pushed it over.
It was insane. She was at 80% from the field.
Did you see it though? Did you see it?
Yeah,
she was unguardable, dog.
I saw clips of it. I didn't see the whole thing, but yeah, I think that never happened before she did it. So we'll get to it.
To happen before with them?
No, in the W period, a 30-20. I think she was the first to ever do that.
Nah, 30-21. What last night was the first?
I think
Asia's done it before, but she was the first one to do it when she did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But real quick, let's get into these members real quick before we get too sidetracked, man. Shout out to the members who always, you know what I'm saying, support us and keep everything going. If you're not a member, you missing out. But Shy Rider West Sider, Jeffrey Guyot, R Bean, Shay J, WW, Ryan Walters, Taco Master one account, Steve Calvert, E King, Cedric Franklin, Taco Master other account, Demetrius Day, Keith Brazil, Ashley H. It's not that serious, 6'4 Slim, Mary Lewis, Beaver's older brother, L. Donald, Savon Arnold, Debo 4735, Wizman Ballin, Zarai Lion, Eric C, Michael Young, Mr. Corner 21, The Real Mr. Cropper, B New, Dante, I Mix What I Like, Jamil Morton, I Test Main, Fancy, Hope Peace, Unspoken Voices, Cliff Hill, Andrea Williams, James Reed, Torrance Hall, and Simply Hot Takes, man. We appreciate it. There's some new names in there I haven't seen before, man. So shout out to the ones that are new members, man. And shout out to all the members. And like I said, if you're not a member, you are missing out, man. Make that happen.
And we appreciate all the members for sure, man. Y'all be holding down for us. And we appreciate any super chats that might come in tonight. I think all the super chats are going to Chris tonight. So y'all go ahead and keep them coming. Now that we said they're going to Chris, they might not send them. Hey, cause you made them mad last episode. Something you said.
I made them mad.
Yeah, I was reading the comments, man. They were mad at you about something. Oh, they was mad at you about the triple double and the assist thing. They were hot at you about that in the comment section.
Really?
They was riding with Bree. Man.
That's crazy.
That was the baby hair. It wasn't the take. It was the baby hair.
Y'all just switched on me, and we've been rocking for so many years. And y'all just switched up on me on some baby hairs. That is insane. Over some baby hairs, and we've been rocking for this long. Crazy work, man. You got it.
All right.
You got them.
Yeah. But that was on your head though. But let's go ahead and get started, y'all. Appreciate the likes so far. Appreciate everybody in the comment section. I gotta say one more time, hit the like button, y'all. That like button is so important, man. So important.
Mm-hmm.
But let's get started. LeBron James, I think everyone has seen this commercial. A lot of people already produced content behind this commercial.
Sure did.
And we get our chance to speak on it. And I don't know if I had a real problem with it. It was kind of funny, maybe a little bit cringe. But a lot of people have been commenting on it. And Stacey King, who is a former Chicago Bull, part of the first three-peat with Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, he has a podcast called Give Me the Hot Sauce. And had Horace Grant on as a guest, and his co-host was there as well. And they spoke about the commercial and how they felt about it. And this is what they said.
Well, what's really hurting LeBron now is his self-promotion. There's a new ad that's out from Nike, which has labeled him the Forever King. It shows him with a scowl on his face, putting a crown on his head, and the narrator says he defeated all his rivals, never backed down, the unquestioned king forever. And it's like this arrogance and this self-promotion. I think people would look at him more kindly if he would just let his numbers and his accomplishments tell the story rather than always trying to convince everyone that, hey, I'm the best ever.
See, I haven't seen that that commercial, and if that's true, and
wait till you
guys
see
say
it.
it's true.
Yeah,
It's cringe. It's cringe.
Really?
It's cringe.
Yeah, just
right, no
Google
comment.
it. Google it when we're done.
Yeah, when you Google it up, it's on there.
Yeah,
I didn't even know about it until Mark told me. And then I saw it. I'm like, oh.
It's almost as bad as the decision in terms of someone close to him should have said, LeBron, you don't want to do this, because people are already thinking that you're trying too hard to push yourself. And this just pushes him over a cliff.
I mean, my personal opinion, he should just let it happen. It just happened, in terms of the overbearing promotion. I mean, he's on that Rushmore.
Yes,
he is.
And that's what I don't understand, G. You're on Mount Rushmore. There's so many great players that could be up there, but you're up there. What does it make? What difference does it make if you consider number 1, number 2, and number 3? You're in the conversation.
Yes.
All right, so some of the things that the commercial said, I didn't want to play it again, and I didn't want to do that. But some of the stuff he said in there was he's beat all of his idols. What else he said?
He destroyed all of his idols.
Destroyed all of his idols.
Defeated all of his rivals.
Defeated all of his rivals and stuff like that.
Took the crown and never let it go.
Yeah, I'm like, dog, if you go have something like that, let it be true. Like, when they did stuff like that with MJ, you believed it. I don't know if it was 100% true what they were saying, but you believed it. Like the mythology they trying to create with LeBron, it's not even believable. And I don't know who he's creating it for. Is it some people who not gonna know no better? They're starting to watch sports like some 10-year-olds now, right? Because maybe some 10-year-olds now who hasn't witnessed LeBron's career from start to finish, maybe they'll believe that. But I don't think he's convincing us and the people who sing MJ's career. I don't think those people are convinced with what they're trying to say. Because I know a lot of rivals he didn't beat, and I know a lot of idols that he didn't surpass, right? So I think that's weird. But I wanted to get y'all thoughts on it. I guess we get Bruce's first because he is the guest. So we'll get Bruce's thoughts first. But man, what do y'all think about the commercial and then what Stacey King said?
So first, thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. So when I first heard this, I was like, man, I'm gonna go in on this on my show, because I'm like, every line is just lies and more self-promotion, right? More this continuous narcissistic effort of his to convince us of what his game between the lines cannot convince us of, that he's that guy, that he's the king, whatever, right? But when I discussed this on my show, my co-host Transformer and Sneed from SMT Media Network, both of them framed it in a way that I hadn't considered it before. And they basically were like, look, we know that it's hyperbolic, the commercial, but that's not LeBron. That is Nike trying to sell shoes. They're trying to sell a product. And what do they have to do to sell that product? That's not for us. That's for the next generation, for our kids who may grow up and not have seen LeBron play. So what they're going to hear is the same thing that the kids of this generation hear about Mike, that they can't believe, right? And so it's about trying to sell a product. And so if that's hyperbolic, that's part of the business of selling a product. Make this guy sound like he's the greatest thing ever. Make him sound like a damn Kryptonian, right? And so I get that part of it from the business standpoint, but it really did irk me because it also, two things can be true, right? It also sounded, when you listen to the verbiage in this commercial, it sounded like it was something straight off the Clutch PR team, right? If we're honest. We've listened to this guy for many, many years now, right? He's been in the public eye since he was 15. None of this stuff we're hearing is new. So it sounds like the same type of stuff that he and his team have been pushing all this time. But I think what we have to do is give the benefit of the doubt to the fact that this is Nike. Nike has a fiduciary responsibility to their stockholders to try and make as much money as possible. And however that has to come about, they're going to do it. Whether that's lying to all of our faces with this ridiculous voiceover, so be it. So I get both sides of it.
So should we not have an issue with it? Should we just be like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is, and let him do his thing like that? Because part of me is like, just let it go. But it is cringy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Stacey King said, the decision was cringy, and this is like right behind the decision. Like that stuff is like, oh man, like you almost get secondhand embarrassment when he does stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's like really goofy, and
Right.
Man, it just I don't know. They didn't execute it well for some reason, man. And I mean, did it give you the feel of MJ though? Was his nostalgia there with that?
No, but that's for us though. And maybe it did have the effect because everybody in the independent space has been talking about this thing since it dropped, right? And people are going to buy the shoe. I didn't know until I did my show that LeBron outsells Kobe in shoes and merch like by a lot. And this is even back when Kobe was playing, by a lot. So a significant margin. So if you look that up, you'll find it. So, I mean, he's moving the needle like he always does. People are talking about it. He's moving product. I don't mean product like, but no, I mean, exactly. He's doing what he's doing. And Nike is taking full advantage as they should because they have a job to do. So I hadn't thought about it that way till it was presented to me that way. And that's legit. But yeah, I was disgusted by the verbiage also.
What you think, Brie?
You know what I think? I have two things that I'm thinking about. One, the first is maybe the timing. I think if maybe he was retiring and he dropped that commercial, would it have the same reaction? Just because the timing is very odd. Maybe he's going on his goodbye tour and this is the beginning of it. Just because of the contract talks and everything like that, we don't know how the season's going to look or how that's going to shake out, or even if this is his last year. But it just seems the timing is maybe foreshadowing to his goodbye tour, and it just didn't land right with the people. So I'm thinking about it like that. And second, when I hear the word idols, I think they were trying to, and I don't know what LeBron practices or even if whatever, but I think from a biblical perspective that they were really trying to go for this kingdom, like they emphasized the king part of it, and they moved more away from LeBron himself than the actual word of king and what that means. You see what I'm saying? So like I just think it didn't land well. And he's made, like, I remember seeing a tweet from LeBron talking about like, I'm the king and there's people out there that I can like, I forget what the tweet was, I should find it, but it gave me an uncomfortable feeling, and I'm just like, this is a man that just, we've built him up to be this. So I don't think people's reactions are sometimes, I mean, this is what we built up. This is what we did. So why are we upset about it? This is what's happening.
Yeah. I mean, this is on par for LeBron. So but back to what you said about timing.
Yeah.
The perfect timing for him to do this was at least after he won a championship. Like, it'll hit. It'll land different if this was why he was in Miami when he was the best player in the league, arguably, and when he was fresh off a championship. Maybe you can get away with this then, or maybe when.
Well, Mel, this is the LeBron 23, right?
Yeah.
Going into his 23rd season, so I think it all lined up. That's why they did. And now it also, they can push all this stuff too, because now, all-time leading scorer. He's putting all these marks out of range, right? So he's got all the things in his career that you can really put with this. He's not going to win another championship. We know that. But he's got all the other things that really kind of work with this in terms of the whole longevity piece.
Yeah, it's crazy. And back to that, him outselling Kobe's, I'm quite sure Clutch probably buying most of them shoes. Because I seriously, like, I mean, we just seen Caitlin Clark Kobe's
robot
just sell out on one day.
That's funny.
Yeah. They buying them LeBrons and probably giving them away at his camps or something like that. it ain't people lying that we go get
on the
LeBrons,
panel has a pair of LeBrons.
I had one pair back in like 06. I lost.
There we go. Okay, that's 50%.
Oh, you got a pair?
I have a pair of LeBrons.
I had one pair.
Who in the audience put a one in the chat if you have a pair of LeBrons. If you don't have a pair of LeBrons.
They're not. I'll be honest.
Let's take a daggone vote, man.
You can kind of see where my alignment is for the most part behind me.
Oh yeah.
I'll buy a pair of Bo Jackson before I buy some LeBron. As a matter of fact, I
got a pair of Dion's before I got a pair of LeBrons.
Bro, I would boil a leather jacket and eat it before I wear a pair of LeBrons, man.
I got a pair. I got a pair of KDs too. They sitting back here somewhere. Yo, put the cup in the camera, bro.
Bird, get off my phone. Lose my number. Why do you have a pair of LeBrons? Lose my number, Brandon. I with friends like that. Well, I can't be his friend no more, though. Yeah, I can't be this dude friend no more. He walking around with some bronze, man. They don't even make them in size 16s.
Wow. By the way, let me clarify. I do not actually have a pair. I had a pair back in 06. I do not have.
What happened to them?
They're somewhere in Europe. When they packed this up to go to Iraq, they disappeared. I never saw them again.
Oh my gosh! Thank you for your service.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? She ain't never thanked me for my service, but you know what's crazy?
Or me, man. Yeah. Or me. Or Jay or Zoe.
Yeah, right.
That's because none of y'all are soldiers. That's, you know.
Okay. Yeah. That's fair enough. But listen though. I bought a pair of Marburys when they came out. And I had to drive all the way to Virginia Beach because the only store that would sell the Marburys.
Stephen Barry's.
They had the Stephen Barry's in Virginia Beach when I was in Norfolk.
He came to Detroit. He was at Fairlane Mall and he was doing a signing. And so my grandma took me and I got a pair of Strawberries. And my mom, this tell you how old school black moms is. She was like, if he signed them shoes, you're not wearing them. So make him sign that shoebox because you're gonna wear them shoes.
That was only $16 though.
Yeah.
Or $29.
No, they were like $15. They were like $15.
And even with that, he was giving a portion of the proceeds to FDNY and the teachers unions and so it's the firefighters and the teachers unions in New York.
Oh, that's nice of him to do that for Glorilla's charity. You said FDNF?
FDNY. Fire Department.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fuck nigga free.
Whoa.
Stop it.
Huh?
Glorilla's a hot topic right now.
Yeah, it's a lot going on in the hip hop world right now. It's a lot going on in the hip hop world right now.
We don't want to go there.
We not
shout out to Sports T. Go subscribe to Sports T. That's our girl Dom, man.
Yes,
she couldn't make it tonight.
Hey.
Man, we ain't gonna get Dom back for a little while.
No,
her real job is making her work, and it's unfortunate because she can't come play with us. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh wow, man.
Yeah, she got to earn that money. But she said LeBron's are great to hoop in. The soldiers are great, and
they're
the elites with an Air Max unit, the 8, 9s, 10s, and 12s need some kicks to beat up on the court. Okay,
absolutely, 100%. That's why I got them. Like exactly what Dom said.
Yeah,
I mean, when it comes down to functionality. Okay, I'm not trying to what's it called? Protest a player. If their shoes are comfortable, I'm gonna wear them. Like y'all put on Anthony Edwards, and in my opinion, I'm just not. He's a cool player, but I don't like his shoes. They're not comfortable.
I've hooped in LeBrons, I've hooped in Kobe's, I've hooped in KD's, I've hooped in foam posits, I've hooped in J's. KD's are by far the most comfortable shoes I've hooped in.
What J's have you?
You know what? I'm sorry.
I know you're capping right now. I already know.
KD's are number 2. Puma is the most comfortable shoe I've ever hooped in. Yes.
I love J. Cole, and I got the J. Cole Dreamers, and they're Pumas, and they're really heavy. That's they're heavy. But wait, what Jordans have you hooped in? Because usually people hoop in 11s.
I've hooped in 13s. I've hooped in 6s and 10s.
Oh, okay. I've hooped in 9s. I have a pair of Kilroys.
I know you did not hoop in no Kilroys.
Kilroys kick butt.
I know you didn't hoop in no Kilroys. Mel.
Hey, yo, Mel, you want to take
it? Just because y'all YNs don't mean
I don't got time to explain this to you.
Why you loop him in here, Chris? Why you loop him in?
No, I got you right now.
If you got to explain some shoes, then just why you just can't just tell me what 12s are?
I'm not doing this with you tonight.
Yeah,
I'm not doing this with
you. Mel, let me take you back real quick. I hooped in Jamal Mashburn Felines, bro.
Never seen the Jamal. I don't even know which one Jamal Burns.
Never seen it? Oh man.
No, I probably seen, but didn't know there was Mashburn.
Great,
knowing Mel, he probably hopped in some Dadas.
My favorite hoop shoe. My favorite hoop shoe, and to this day, if I ever see him in the store, I'm buying a pair. Is the Adidas Pro models. The one that looked like it got the shell toe at the top, but it's not a shell. It's like a gum. You know what I'm talking about? The pro models. A lot of high school
Carolina fashion.
A lot of high schools was when these pro models first came out, they was getting those for team shoes. Yeah. Oh, see, Bird know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
The
them
only
was the
I ever was going to cop was Derrick Rose when he dropped his shoe line.
I never got a chance.
Adidas be making some ugly ass shoes.
They're so ugly.
They so hideous.
Hey, look,
they're ugly.
Look, as soon as you tear your ACL, I'm not hooping in your shoe. That's just me.
Okay.
Remember
so what about Steph Curry?
I'm not.
But with his ankles, I'm not buying Steph Curry shoes because of his ankles.
No.
So,
wow. That's not the shoe fault. That's just because he got terrible skinny ass ankles. That's all that is. That man has some terrible ankles. Man got the ankles. Oh, listen, man.
Hey, them pro models was.
So you
crazy,
hooping the
man.
Under Armours? You hooping the Under Armours, Chris?
Oh,
no, so I've heard Adidas are very comfortable, but I also like aesthetics, bro. And there's not a single Adidas shoe that you can pay me to fucking wear and be like, yeah, this shit hot. Like
the pro models.
You didn't like the Sambas?
Nah. And Mel, hold on, you got a pair. Them shits that Kobe wore when he was with Adidas, them fucking clogs, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. No. I don't do nothing in them shoes. Them shoes is for show.
Yeah, they modeled those after the Audi TT. I remember that.
They had they do look like the Audi TT.
Mm-hmm.
That's
still to this day, Kobe would not say the word Adidas. He always say that other company.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's a loyal man right there.
That man say the other company.
But
he said about the Clippers too, the other LA team.
But back to the topic at hand. So the commercial, man, I had a couple of different qualms about it.
Yeah.
It was cringy, but not for the part that upset me the most is probably not the same part that upset everybody else. The part that upset me the most is that disgusting, weak ass Dollar Tree crown they decided to put on his head.
Wow.
That crown looks absolutely terrible. It looks like I thought it was a Burger King commercial. with that old Burger King crown that you used to be able to get the kids.
Yeah. That would have been better. That would have been better.
They was all lined up all through the Burger King. You just grab one and take it.
Oh, they used to be. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I didn't know that was doing that when y'all was. Never mind. Go ahead.
Don't start with me.
Nah, I mean, because I thought it.
This is back when it was okay to eat fast food.
So, but on top of the just like it's the facial expression he's making during the commercial, the narration. Talking about he destroyed who? The destroying of the idols was crazy. Like
that's wild.
It was because, that was weird to say idols.
That's very weird.
Yeah, I need that cup.
You see the cup, Bruce?
I need that cup.
What's it say?
LeBron stand tears.
Wow.
So the commercial the commercial is ill timed because, like, granted, you introducing another signature shoe, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are so many different ways that you can, like, the first colorway that's dropping with the shoe. Y'all seen that, right?
Ugh.
It's the one gold and the one purple that's supposed to symbolize, the first father-son duo on the court. You could have made a commercial. You could have made a commercial dealing with that. Take clips from that game when y'all dap each other up on the court when he checked in. You know what I'm saying?
That would have been cool.
Or something. You could have had so many other avenues, but instead you decided to go this route of he defeated all his rivals. He forever holds the crown. He destroyed his idols, and then you got him doing his little crown thing, but he got the crown, and the crown is fucking terrible. It's all dented. It's supposed to have some kind of cursive on it. I don't know what that says because I can't read that. It looked like male handwriting. So I'm just like,
that's how long he been on the throne.
I feel like
they had to give some character to the
commercials, man. He'd be missing the mark.
And Nike, and I'm kind of disappointed in Nike because if you look at all the other commercials that they've dropped for their signature athletes lately, like Asia Wilson, her commercial for her shoe, absolutely fire. You know what I'm saying? Who else? They had somebody else drop recently.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, Caitlin's was all right too.
Yeah, so
They just pushing all the wrong buttons.
How you go from that quality production? How you go from that quality production of a commercial to this? You know, what I'm
Rich
saying?
Paul wrote the script. That's how you do it. Rich Paul wrote the script. That's I mean.
A lot of people put a lot of faith and trust in Rich Paul. I noticed.
Yeah, they do. I mean, a lot of people getting paid off Rich Paul though. I mean, he must be really a bully in negotiations, man. Because I mean, I can't take nothing away from him. He just goofy and push the wrong buttons. But as far as somebody going, in them front offices for you, it sounds like Rich Paul might be on point.
Where'd you wrote the script from? Where'd you see that?
No, I'm just guessing because it sounds
like the same stuff that they push whenever they go somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So again, he was at the football game at the football game and everybody booed him in the audience. And he stood up. He was in the press box. He stood
up Super Bowl
and put his crown on. What was the Super Bowl at? Why was they booing him?
It was in LA.
It was the Rams. The Rams and Bengals Super Bowl.
Yes, that's the one.
That's crazy. So LA fans was booing. That is insane. That is insane. So when they was booing him, he got up because I guess they showed him in the press box on the big screen and they just started booing him. So he got up and was like, "I'm still the king." Put his crown on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, man, he just so cringy, man. And this comment on screen. This is a unique name for a gynecologist. Punani Kim said, who were the idols?
He says that every time.
Who were the idols?
I don't know
for sure. Jordan,
well, we know he didn't destroy him.
He's been chasing the ghost in the arena for his entire career. So Jordan is one of them. I think
how
you have to
destroyed the idols is like things that people worship aside from the king. That's why I feel like it was a biblical reference.
I think you're taking it too literal to a lot of people.
But I like that angle though. I mean, because it really makes sense because a lot of people do worship Jordan like that, and the king might not like it. It's his kingdom, and then on top of that, he might feel like he destroyed the idols because he passed them in scoring. Like the fact that he got the top scoring of all time title, that means he destroyed everybody in his eyes.
But in what way has he? I'm sorry, Bruce. In what way has he destroyed Jordan or even Kobe or Kareem?
By passing them in scoring.
Okay, but
I'm telling you what he's thinking.
Even if he did destroy him, if you're Nike, Kobe's a Nike guy, Mike is a Nike guy. Why would you do that? You know what I'm saying? You're putting your cash cows against one another. That doesn't make sense. Yeah. So I don't even get that.
Well, the thing about Jordan is the numbers that Jordan does will never change.
Correct.
He just put out another bullshit shoe, that Jordan 40, and it's still not going to affect the amount of gross he's going to bring in every year. Right. Just off the simple fact that he does retros and he brings back colorways every 10 years. Like this year is the 40th anniversary of Jordan, and they're dropping heat after heat after heat. He's doing numbers just off of like this will probably be record-breaking numbers for the Jordan brand alone, just because of the amount of heat and unlocked vault drops that they're doing this year. You get what I'm saying? So like Nike knows that no matter what, because Jordan got so big that Jordan is its own subsidiary of Nike.
Yes, the Jordan brand, correct.
When you open the Nike app, when you open the sneakers app, it's the Nike logo, the Jordan logo, and then boom. Yeah. So it's its own thing, right? So that is its own self-sustaining baby, right?
Jordan, like without Jordan, where would Nike be? I feel like
nowhere. It would have folded. It wouldn't have made it.
But unfortunately, the path that Jordan created for Nike allowed them to be able to go ahead and do, because there's only 4 athletes with lifetime Nike contracts. It's Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, and Kevin Durant. Those are the only 4 Nike athletes with lifetime contracts, right? So once you get to a point, when you get to that stature of a lifetime contract, you're locked in. You've done enough numbers that Nike is like, okay, cool, we can do it. And now you've seen it in the last couple of years. They're starting to do retro LeBrons. They're dropping the LeBron 6s again and LeBron 7s and 10s and stuff like that. They're going back and bringing back old retro LeBrons like they're doing Jordan packs, right? So at the same, they're following the same blueprint because it's what has been. It's what worked, right? you got somebody as big as Mike and got his own, you know what I'm saying, took Jordan what it is for Nike. They're trying to do the same thing with LeBron. The sad part about it is because of how, and I hate to say it, but how influential LeBron is, a lot of these fans who can't get close to LeBron enough will go get shoes because that's their piece of LeBron. They feel like that's how they can get a part of LeBron. So they will go get the shoes. You get what I'm saying? And you get what I'm saying? So it's just like, because everybody can't go see a game. Everybody can't go see LeBron in person. Everybody can't, everybody can't go get a LeBron jersey because jerseys are more than the shoes, right? You can get a pair of LeBrons for like $135, but a jersey is going to cost you like $200 plus.
A real jersey, yeah. A
real jersey is going to cost you like $200 plus. So it's cheaper and easier to get the shoes than it is to get a jersey. So a lot of people gonna be like, man, you know what? I'm a LeBron fan, you know what I'm saying? And I play basketball, man. And it's this, you kind of seeing this, nobody has said it. Nobody has uttered it. I haven't heard it. But we're silently getting pushed into this I want to be like LeBron era. And that's what and that's where Nike
it's gotta be true to hit though. It's gotta be true to hit, and it's never gonna hit the same. But hey, the phone lines are open. The phone number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Call in. We're gonna probably take 2 phone calls, 3 at the max, and then we get on to our next topic, man, because it's a good one. But yeah, let's get these phone calls in. Young Disciple said he buying both pair. Hey, you should, bro. You should, but donate to the channel first because LeBron ain't had you on the shop yet, and you've been on Man Down a bunch of times. So you know what I'm saying. Make sure you take care of home first. You know. Caller, what's good? Can you hear us?
Yes, sir. What's going on, man?
Man, what's popping, man? What's your thoughts, man?
So, man, like I've been hearing about the commercial all week, so I had to finally tap in and watch it. Man, it's more cringe than anything, man. Just the way he putting on that crown, you see all the dents on it. Like I'm young, so like when it comes to LeBron sneakers, I mean LeBron's like 9s to 10s. You know, he got a couple of pairs that if I had the money back then, I'd probably get it. But as far as like, you know, it's just funny to me because I started watching. I seen LeBron James' career from 2009 to now, so that was my introduction to basketball. 2009. So watching LeBron, I mean, I don't know what idols you destroy. I don't know what rivals. I mean, it's confusing to me, but you know. Hey, it'll be a generation of kids that are going to look at LeBron the way, you know, you guys might look at Michael Jordan. So, hey, I don't know, man. LeBron James, he just gotta he know how to keep us talking about him. I say that, man.
Do you know the age group that's like, you know, that's like looking at LeBron like MJ? Like what, like who I don't really know those people like that for real.
See, I'm in my 20s, so like I say it might be a couple of folks like in the real early 30s that might consider LeBron, but like especially from my age and backwards, it's pretty much LeBron, man. Like if like you gotta understand that TikTok we done with the 90s, it's a real thing, bro. It's a real thing, bro. So like you have people saying, hey, Michael Jordan when they say Michael Jordan had no left hand, you better believe that. It's people who really believe that, and they really say it. So I would say as far as age wise, after 2000, like especially after 2005, if you born after 2005, best believe, like if you got little nephews, little cousins, you probably gonna hear them talk LeBron James.
Unless they really know basketball, like somebody actually teaching them the game. Like my son don't look at them like that. My son know what it is. He know what it is. You know what I mean? So you know, but you know,
my nephew always talking about LeBron stuff.
Yeah, I think if you was raised by Big Mama and she ain't never get out there in that basketball court with you and shoot no jump shots and watch no games with you, then you go listen to Shannon Sharp and Nick Wright and they go shape the way you think. You know what I mean? So most of the people that I know that that think LeBron is on MJ's level are football players, geeks.
That's a good one.
And basketball players that play their position that all they have to do is run and jump. You know what I mean? Like anybody who got to actually like, you know, put some skill to their game, they know better. Like when you look at Kyrie and Kobe and Kawhi, people who putting skill to their game and getting in the gym and working on it, they know how hard it was to look like MJ on the floor. Like, oh man, like this is a lot of work. But people like Kendrick Perkins, they just run, set screens, jump, rebound. Like they don't appreciate, like even like Richard Jefferson, all he had to do was jump his whole career. You know what I mean? Got a 3-point shot later in his career, but most of the part he was just running and dunking, right? So people like that's basketball players, they're side with LeBron. You know, the skill players are side with MJ and Kobe. The football players will go with LeBron because they dumb as hell, as dumb as rocks. They like army.
Why you say football players? No?
Yeah, they like it's like
football
Army
players
and Navy.
love trying to be basketball players. You see it all the time on the court.
The bullet catchers. You feel me? You know
I don't feel you, man.
You don't really see basketball players trying to play 7v7. I'm just saying, but you do see a lot of football players trying to run pickup outside.
Man,
hey Bree, hold on, Carla. I like and Bree, and listen, how many basketball players have said, "Oh man, I can't make it to the NBA. Let me just go play football real quick. It's easy. Let me go be a Pro Bowl tight end like Antonio Gates, Tony Gonzalez. You know what I mean? It's easy, man. Let me go play tight end.
Nah, man, that's not easy.
Is man. We're the guys.
But hey, man, let me tell you something about that football thing, right?
Yeah.
With a dude like LeBron James, a lot of people who I know personally, they really look at the statistics on their case for LeBron being the GOAT. So in my opinion, LeBron James really robbed himself where, let's say, man, he go play football. Knowing how stat numbers driven a guy like LeBron James, about he go play tight end, he go play wide receiver. We don't look at Super Bowls with those, you know, with a skill position, the way we look at it with a quarterback. So let's just say, man, LeBron James, he goes, dedicates himself to being the next Jerry Rice. That might actually be an attainable goal, but I think he really sold himself short with basketball because you're big and you're pretty much bullying everybody. But the problem is, man, when it came to the skill that like LeBron James is a top 10 player, whether we like it or not. So the other 9 guys who we got in that top 10, we see their skill bag, however you want to call it. With LeBron James, when it was time for him to get to that advanced level, he just didn't do it at the time where he should have been doing it. So Miami, he's doing it in LA because now the league is at a point where the jump shot is king. You know, you don't have that same creativity that you've had. Let's say we can go back to 15 years ago, man.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point, man. I appreciate the call, man. I'm gonna take your comments and I'm gonna respond to it off the air, man. But thanks though.
Yes, sir.
All right, yep. Yeah, I mean, he made a good point when he said LeBron is a top 10 player, whether we like it or not. I agree. He's easily top 10, and I think the debate, in my opinion, it might be different for some people, but the debate starts after number 3. I got Michael Kareem.
Of all time.
Yeah, you don't think so? You don't? Okay, well let me say this before you challenge it. Let me say this before you challenge it.
Yeah, for sure.
I think he's top 10 for sure, like the caller said, but I do think that he has top 1% capabilities. Like his body, his attributes physically. And you know, some of the God-given talent that he had the frame and the foundation to be the best player we ever seen.
Yeah, right? like don't want to take away his knowledge of the game because he clearly has it. And even though at first he started off not having a shot, he did work on it. I don't want to hate on that. Like
20 years.
He did. Yeah, it took a long time.
It took a very long time, but did they require it? So it's like it's so many different conversations we could have about it.
Right.
True. But with that being said, I give you the tools to be the best player we ever seen, and he fell short and ended up being between 5 and 10. Right?
I'll say like this. Like coming in, LeBron had everything and all, like you said, all the tools and everything. The ceiling was the sky, and LeBron built the roof to make the ceiling the roof. You know what I'm saying?
That's such a good point.
He kind of capped himself. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if he did just done things the right way, not try to circumvent the process. And this is not to say that anybody else who's circumvent the process gets any special credit. I don't like anybody who circumvents the process. You know what I'm saying? But when you circumvent the process and then you go about your rest of your career and the rest of your life as if you didn't circumvent the process, that's the problem that I have, right? You never really hear too much about Kevin Durant, you know, I'm the GOAT this, or I defeated this, I did this, I did that, I did the third. Because, you know, and the controversy of him going from OKC to Golden State to get his championships, you never hear him come out and say, you know, such and such and such and such along the lines of what LeBron says after ultimately doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? So for somebody who skirts the challenge and skirts the process to get the result and talks and acts and walks and if they didn't skirt the process, that's the problem I have with it.
I think it also goes back to the king being his brand and not really necessarily a fact. Because like even when they had that Harlem Shake challenge, he wore a cape and he wore the king crown. Remember when he was on the
He was also
it was like a
Cleveland,
brand.
Right? That was in Miami.
Heat. He was in Miami, and you had Mario Chalmers in the camera, like.
Shout out to Mario Chalmers.
A good time. Shout out to Mario. They always yelling at that man. Why they always
shout out to Mario Chalmers for ending his career trying to make LeBron play better.
Hey,
trying to make him happy. Like they was always yelling at that man. Like what the
Bruce? Bree and Chris was in high school when that dance came out in Miami. Me and you was in Iraq, probably.
right.
Yeah.
I was in high school though, because everybody in high school was trying to recreate it for their own teams, and people were making like YouTube videos for it. And our high school boys basketball team went viral.
There was no YouTube when I was in high school.
All right, we got to call it, y'all.
Oh my God.
I have all these names out, but not in this order. It's a very good list.
Caller from Texas, you got something weird going on with your phone. Like some.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Hey,
what's up, bro?
You got something in the background going on that's weird.
Oh, let me change.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, that's better.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up, bro? Hey, let me talk to Chris. Hey, Chris. What, Chris? When you just said that you say that Kevin Durant don't do the same thing when he does literally. He don't say he the GOAT when he does literally the same thing. What's the same thing that he's done that you're talking about?
First off, what's up, Young? Happy Friday to you, my brother. Glad to hear you.
Man, I ain't trying to be friendly, bro. Let's get straight to it, bro.
Nah.
It's not love.
No, we was good, Young. Let's keep it. Let's keep it fresh, man. Let's keep it.
Let me
the gloves are off, man. What are y'all not getting, man? He said the gloves off, and he come and he needs forgiveness for what he go do to us. So
let me mind my business.
Come show up in your war clothes, Chris. You trying to be friendly? This dude coming from your neck.
Tell a young lady that this ain't got nothing to do with her. That keep up the good work. No, for real. Tell her keep up the good work. I think she's real pretty, and I think she knows her sports, bro. But to everybody else,
hold on. Are you subscribed to No Bull Podcast though?
That's a podcast.
Yeah.
Bro, as soon as I hang up this phone, I'm going straight there, bro.
All right, say less. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris, they stalled you out for enough time, bro. They gave you enough time to stall and think about what you was gonna say, bro. Now come on, let me hear this response, bro.
All right, so check it, right? We have tape, and it's been on record of LeBron calling himself the greatest of all time. Talks about all the these milestones that he goes and tries to hit, and that this is what makes him the greatest, or this is what has put him past such and such, right? But when have you ever heard Kevin Durant? Hold on, when have you ever heard Kevin Durant cape for himself as much as LeBron does for himself?
I'm saying, when have you ever seen Kevin Durant do the shit that LeBron has done?
What, like
you tell me.
You talking about the scoring record?
Bro, LeBron been better than KD way before that scoring record, bro. Like, don't don't embarrass yourself like that.
LeBron there has not been a day that we have all lived and breathed. Hold on. There has not been a day that we've all breathed air on this earth, and both of them played basketball at the same time, that LeBron was better than KD at basketball.
So when KD came into the league, he was better than LeBron.
Yes.
So why was he 19-5 against him before he went to Golden State?
Is it not a team thing still?
Bro, when you say team thing, bro, like, yeah, that's not how y'all judge shit, bro. Like, nigga, come on, bro. You acting like Man Down just started yesterday, bro. Y'all been on the motherfucking elbow for 2, 3, 4, 5 years, bro. Y'all never judge stuff like that, except when players y'all like lose. So now I'm asking you a question, bro.
So here's my thing. Here's my thing, right?
Go ahead, bro.
So here's why I say KD has been better than LeBron, because I'm judging off of actual basketball play. There's nothing on the court that LeBron does better more than what KD does better. LeBron got chase down blocks. I'll give you that.
LeBron not a better playmaker than KD.
Hold on, LeBron got more chase. He's a better chase down blocker than KD. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And
bro, you can just say defense, bro.
Maybe a better passer. Maybe he is not a better defender. He is not a better defender.
What?
He's not a better defender.
Man down Chris, bro. How can you be? Listen, bro. How can you be a better defender than me, bro? When like I'm saying, bro. When I got 6 all NBA defenses, bro. I got 2. I finished second at DPOY twice, bro. Like I'm saying, as far as Kevin Durant and defense like goes along, them 2 motherfuckers ain't never met each other.
But LeBron has never been able to guard consistently on the perimeter. KD can. KD can also guard the post.
Bro. What I'm saying, name us the players that KD defended on the perimeter.
Anytime he gets switched onto somebody on the perimeter, it's not a blow by whenever, it's not a cone drill whenever they see KD out on the perimeter. KD still defends. LeBron turns into a cone on the perimeter.
Okay, bro. Who's the better rim protector, bro?
I answered that question. I think KD's the better rim protector. He is a 7-footer. And he did a lot.
Man down, 7-footer don't make you a better rim protector, bro.
But they do play 2 different positions.
Sabonis was like 7'3", bro. He wasn't a good rim protector, bro.
I was still talking. I'm not saying 7 foot makes you a rim protector. I'm explaining why he's a better rim protector, and I'm giving you an example.
Go ahead,
I'm giving you an example.
Go ahead, bro.
So this is what happened with KD and a lot of players that come in the league early that's known for their offense. If you get a reputation for not defending on an elite level, that reputation follows you even if you fix that discrepancy, right? And in KD's case in OKC, he was not locking up, right? When he went to Golden State is when he first played high level defense, and in that offense, especially when they had that depth lineup on the floor, when KD was the rim protector, he was out there with Draymond, Iguodala, Clay, and Steph. The rotations depended on Kevin Durant rotating and protecting the rim in the paint, and he did the same thing in Brooklyn. And Phoenix is a little bit different. He defends the perimeter more than he does rotating the paint.
Bro, you know that KD is not no better defender than LeBron, bro.
Ever since KD been in Golden State, he's been a better defender than LeBron.
He made it a fact to be a better defender.
Bro, you got. Hey, I got something for you too, Mel. Cause, bro.
Hold on. How much time you think you gonna get tonight?
Bro, I just got 5 seconds, bro. Right. Then I'm gonna hang up the phone, bro. I heard you tell the pretty lady that's on the this was last week too. You said that you seen KD actively hunting LeBron specifically. That's what you said, bro. Right or wrong? Is that not what you said?
Yes.
Okay, bro. So now you gotta learn basketball, bro.
Okay.
Like if LeBron is on KD, right? Y'all, the famous thing that y'all was saying was LeBron wasn't fighting over screens. So why was screens there, man down, Mel?
For that specific play?
No, it's on a play period.
You talking about for the play they called the screen for him?
Bro, I'm saying if you hunting LeBron, bro, ain't no screens involved. Because LeBron is on you.
Not if you hunt them, but if you come down court and you have a mismatch like with Steph and you do a 1-5 screen or 1-4 screen with KD, then the purpose wasn't to hunt LeBron on that play. The purpose was to get a wrinkle or get some type of other mismatch. Yeah, so if you're hunting a play, don't mean you go do it every single play. They hunted. They hunted Steph Curry, but it don't mean every time they came down, they hunted Steph Curry. So
but they never hunted. KD never hunted LeBron, bro.
So you coming up with one play
or two for a screen?
Yeah, not to get LeBron off of him. They didn't. Listen,
that's what y'all say he's not fighting over the screen.
Hold on. So you're talking about the finals in both years when they beat the Cavs and when Kevin Durant hit those clutch threes. And what you're talking about is those ghost screens. Mm-hmm. They wasn't even really trying. Hold on. Let me explain this to you. When you're hunting a player, you setting a solid screen for the purpose of getting a switch. When Steph Curry came to set that screen, it was a ghost screen. He didn't even screen LeBron. It was a ghost screen to see if Steph can get open. Listen. He slipped those screens. LeBron did not have to switch. LeBron switched because he didn't want the smoke.
Bro. So if he don't switch, bro, what does he do?
Even if Steph was setting a real screen on LeBron, I would never let Steph Curry screen me at 6'8", 270. I would never let him screen me. Never. And Steph didn't even set the screen. He came like he was setting it and then slipped it. It was a ghost screen. LeBron ran him out of fear.
Can I interrupt real quick?
Don't call the screen, nigga.
Hey, YD.
That's what you're understanding. You don't have to call for a screen. Not a slip screen. Not none of that, bro.
I can't hear you when you're screaming. I can't hear you. To be real, I want to be able to hear you. I want to be able to hear you.
I'm saying, bro, you talking like KD want to smoke with LeBron one-on-one, bro. If you won't smoke with LeBron one-on-one, bro, don't call for no screen. Not no slip screen. Not none of that. Bro, they're running rub action, bro. At the end of the day, they're running that, bro, to get one of those two an open shot, bro. We both know that.
Can I interrupt you real quick, man?
Come on, man. Talk basketball, bro.
Hey, Young, can I interrupt you real quick? Hello?
Yeah, but it's our show. It's our show.
Hey, what's going on, man? Good to hear from you, Young. Appreciate the passion as always, man. No, what I wanted to say real quick was sometimes the screen is not, as Mel was saying, necessarily to get help or get the defender off you. Sometimes the screen is just a function of the play design, right? You see that all the time. Well, you saw that all the time, back in the days when people were running all those different types of offenses. It's not like necessarily everything has to be screen and roll or some type of screen action. It's just part of the play. So you're looking at it as saying, well, he was calling for a screen so he could escape LeBron's defense. That's not always what it is.
But that's not true, bro. That's not true. You had a license, bro. You had a license, bro. When you were Kevin Durant, bro, when you were LeBron, bro, when you one of those players, bro, you have the license, nigga, to call for a screen or ignore the screen. You could wave screens off. I didn't see LeBron wave screens off, bro. And when you say, listen, bro. When you say that it's just part of the play, hey, my dude, bro, there's no way that they're running a slip screen for Steph Curry, bro, and it's just part of the play.
Look at the screen. Look at the screen. Right. Look at Kevin Durant's body language. He don't even want the screen. He's standing. He didn't call for it. Steph Curry did that. Steph Curry did that because he really wanted the shot.
For that?
Bro,
I think he didn't want the
that's a
screen from
play.
Steph. He wanted the screen from someone else. Because you see him call
That's
for
a play.
another one.
But he wanted the screen is what I'm saying.
Not from Steph though. I don't think he wanted it from Steph.
No. I'm not saying where it came from or where it was supposed to come from because that's one thing I don't have any knowledge about that I can say for sure this or for sure that. But what I'm saying is that when you say that a dude fried LeBron and he was actively like searching out LeBron, bro, that's false, bro. The last person KD won on him is LeBron, bro.
I want to say, just speaking to this play that's on the screen, I do want to say that despite the KD calling for the screen, it wasn't even necessary because it looks like the Cavs were playing to the switch. They didn't even attempt to put their hand up. They read for the switch, and that prompted KD to shoot that three and knock it down. So I think the Cavs were their own worst enemy. They had a game plan to switch everything. And even though LeBron's the king, he still went along with that game plan for whatever reason, and that's what I feel like the conversation's about. Him going along.
And right there is what I don't understand, bro. Now if LeBron does what the coaches or what they telling him to do, y'all got a partner with that. LeBron should just scrap the whole defense.
He never go along. If the narrative is LeBron does what LeBron wants to do, LeBron influences everything.
Okay, ma'am. Let me ask you one question before I get off the phone, ma'am. If the coaching staff if the coaching scheme, the defensive scheme is for us to switch, right? And in the middle of a play, I say, fuck what the coaches say. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Who like what does that do to your defense, bro? That means you're no longer on the string. We're all switching.
I agree with you. I agree with that because the point I made the last stream was that the game plan was to switch everything. And the fact that LeBron went along with it leads me to believe that LeBron was the perpetrator of the switch everything thing. So if it is true,
y'all serious?
That's what I'm trying to say.
So when he
went along with it, like when do we know LeBron will not
that's cool.
do his own thing? He does whatever he wants. Is what LeBron said.
So now what we're saying is that LeBron don't.
Now when he do what the coaches say, y'all got a problem with that. But if he don't do what the coaches say, he's not coachable.
I ain't never said
that. So now
I appreciate it, bro.
Thanks for the call, y'all.
All right, bro. All right, my nigga.
That's crazy.
Boy, that was barbecue chicken.
Mel, let me say real quick.
Once I pulled up the clip, it was nothing else.
Yeah, facts. Hey, Mel, let me say something real quick. I know y'all heard when Paul Pierce said that when he was in the playoffs in Boston against Miami, and that supposedly is the best defensive Bron, right? Bron in Miami. When he said he called for LeBron to guard him. He wanted that switch onto LeBron when he hit that game winner in his face because he would rather have LeBron guard him than Shane Battier. What does that say? What does that say? I thought LeBron was supposed to be the superhuman defender in Miami.
Right. When does he ever guard the absolute best player on the team?
That's what I'm trying to say. The best wing players all lit this dude up.
And wait, back to that clip, because I already took it off. But for those who remember that game intensely with the major basketball minds, who was that did the switch to go be on KD after LeBron took the switch?
I don't know who that was.
Was that Rodney Hood?
Who was that Rodney Hood?
It might have been Rodney Hood because
I think it was Rodney Hood.
LeBron took Steph out, and whoever that was.
The 58 seconds left in the game, it looked really lazy, didn't it?
Right.
It looked like we just doing this.
That's what I was about to say. It was just Steph walking through the play. It wasn't even a real screen.
It was so lazy.
And KD wasn't even on the move using the screen. He was still in the half court.
He didn't even use the screen when he shot the shot.
He was running the clock out.
Right.
Yeah, he was running the clock. He was running the clock down. He wasn't even ready to go yet. So it was no point.
Right.
And then he came in and called Iggy for a half screen. It wasn't even a real screen. He went and called Iggy for a half screen.
It was like a fake out.
In reality, KD actually shot that last shot over two people.
He did, and they didn't even have their hands up. They didn't even have their hands up. Nobody put their hands up. If you pull the clip back up, there's not a single hand up.
Hold on.
KD said, matter of fact, this is my normal range. I'm about to hit it. It was such an easy shot.
He already knew what he was
going
going to do.
Like, look how lazy this handoff is, yo. Look how lazy this handoff is.
Steph hit the screen and said, "Never mind." So
LeBron
LeBron on a never mind screen is crazy.
Look at this. Look at the space, and you can. I know it's a little. I know it's a little blurry here. But you can see KD's right arm is up, telling clear everything out. It's just me. I won't.
Yeah, clear out. He not calling for a screen. He's saying clear because I'm about to shoot this over whoever on me.
Now he's about to, but then after he calls for a screen.
You can see the shot clock is about to be down to 10. He's killing clock. You feel me? Steph comes in and just, I mean, there's zero effort.
Look at that.
Why would you switch that?
Zero effort.
You know why he switched that, Mel. You know why.
And LeBron could have very easily fought over that weak ass
Curry.
Yes,
but look, it's no effort. Steph is walking through the screen, walking through the screen.
Right.
Yeah.
LeBron just goes with him. Rodney Hood steps up. Now KD's calling for Iggy. Iggy comes over, and you have JR.
And he didn't even wait for the screen. He didn't even wait for the screen to set.
Yeah, for real.
There's a 4 to 5 inch height difference, and look how far back KD is from the line.
He said,
"What are we talking about here?
What is LeBron gonna do different right there?"
Look at LeBron body language. Like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I had him on my team.
Let's watch this all at full speed again. Let's watch this all from the very beginning. Let's watch the whole play full speed. Look
at LeBron not even playing D. That's to me that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. That's to me that's embarrassing. I don't know.
This is why I will always say that whole
I just realized another underrated and not talked about switch. What was the purpose of JR switching to Iguodala?
The off-ball switch.
The off-ball switch, because Iggy was on Kevin Love was on Iggy.
So that's how you know that was their game. Switch everything.
Kevin Love was on Iggy. Kevin Love was on Iggy.
Sure was.
Because they didn't want Kevin Love to get switched on KD.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, they didn't want that's why he called for Iggy to come, because he wanted K Love to have to defend right there, and they didn't want K Love to switch. That's why J.R. Smith switched, which is what LeBron should have did when Steph came with that ghost screen. He should have did what J.R. Smith did and said, "No, I'm staying to make sure that nobody else lesser than me is gonna get on KD."
Right.
He didn't do that.
No.
And that was probably communicated between them. That wasn't probably game. Well, maybe it was game plan, but you got to communicate that. Nah, I got him.
Mm-hmm.
They do it for Steph all the time when they try to call Steph up the screen. Clay a switch with Steph so he can run and guard the screener.
I feel like a switch everything defense only works if your players have the mentality to sustain switch everything with the type of like the high caliber offense that the Warriors bring.
That's switch everything defense.
You have to have that mentality that we're switching and we're still going to remain active in passing lane, in hands. Like it can't just be, I'm gonna switch everything and hope that makes it easier for us on defense.
Help the helper. There's no reason to switch everything. I guess there's certain situations, but on the whole, I think that's just lazy, so that because so many of these players are so much younger and don't get taught real defensive fundamentals anymore. So the easiest way to do it is to say switch everything.
No, it's to cover your liability on defense. That's why it's have that. Everything. It's used to cover your liability, like we saw in that.
Who's the liability on the Cavs defense? I have mosquitoes down here. Oh my god!
In that instance, in that series, it was LeBron versus KD.
Whoever was guarding KD was the liability.
Right.
KD. Honestly, you could have seen everybody on that team. That Cavs team.
He was unstoppable.
It wasn't.
Whoever was guarding KD was a liability.
But
transformer.
The fact that LeBron is supposed to be the best player in the world, and for sure at least the best player on that Cavs team, right?
Yeah.
Your best is supposed to guard the best if the position allows you to, right?
Not anymore.
Obviously, if you're a center and you're the best person on your team, they're not going to ask you to go guard the opposing team's point guard if that's the best player, right? So if the position allows, but
they will if you're Elijah one.
In this instance, right? They're both small forwards, so they matched up, right? Mm-hmm. So LeBron should have been guarding KD. There were so many times that LeBron switched off in effort screens and no effort screens, like that screen there for that game, that dagger shot That was a no effort screen that he walked with Steph. He was like, "Oh, you coming this way? I'll go with you."
Yeah.
But
all right, we got a call on the line. This is the last caller, man. What's up, big dog?
Man, I'm disappointed in you, man. You usually be on. Do y'all forget who Steph Curry is? Yeah. Steph Curry run that play a million times. Steph Curry walks to the screen, but as soon as Bron don't switch, he gonna sprint to the 3-point line and be wide open. Absolutely. Everybody knows that. Don't y'all know that?
But KD, everybody knew KD wasn't giving the ball up in this particular play. Are you talking about this particular play? Or are you talking about in general?
They run it all season. That's what I think. That's one of the best teams. The only team that's beating them guys is the 0-1 Lakers if they play the ball right. 0-1, 0-2 Lakers. Do y'all know that's the best shooting backcourt ever? And they got Klay Thompson. You can't help off him.
How did you feel about LeBron's commercial? Was it cringy, or did you think it was exactly how it should be?
I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't even watched the commercial. I ain't gonna lie to you. But I heard about it. But it's a commercial. I'm more like it's a commercial. People they trying to sell shoes. It's his commercial. I don't know, man. You know they gonna break down Bron. They gonna keep Bron. Bron gonna keep everything talking. They just how it's gonna be.
They're trying to sell shoes, or they're trying to sell shoes or hope, or false dreams. They're trying to sell a dream.
All of it.
Yeah, they're trying to sell a dream. Yeah.
Edward, you stupid.
I thought when I had the AI, that was gonna make me hit the crossover, but you still got to go work in your
Yeah. So you saying it was the right play to read Kevin Durant's body language, saying I'm about to take this shot. Like everybody watching the TV knew KD wanted that shot.
He was not giving the ball up.
Right, so you saying
even Steph knew it. Why Steph is the type to have his hands ready. He just walked off. He knew what was about to happen. He was about to get
when you can have Draymond to shut the fuck up because he know that KD taking the last shot. Come on, man. Everybody knew their role. Everybody on that court knew their role. They was like, yeah, KD got the ball. It's 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Clear the fuck out and let him go to work.
Bro,
ain't nobody on the
Olympics, bro. If Steph Curry flash wide open or almost open, y'all think KD ain't going to still carry the ball? Is y'all crazy?
If Steph Curry was on a heater and just hit 3 straight, then yeah, you think the ball going to him. But seriously, do you think Kevin Durant was giving that? Hold on. In your mind, when you watched it, did you have any thought in your mind that Kevin Durant was saying, how can I get Steph open? Or was he saying, I'm about to run this clock down. I'm taking this shot regardless.
Right.
You can read everyone's body language. They were spreading the floor. They knew it was Kevin Durant time.
Yes.
The Warriors run offense, bro.
Not with 58 seconds left. That's not a team on earth that runs offense with 58 seconds left in the time ball game.
I feel like LeBron, his ability to read a court is what a lot of his fans say is his best attribute. So even he could read that Steph was not about to take that last shot.
Even the shot he hit the next year on LeBron in the game 3, where he crossed half court and took that 3-point in his face, and LeBron was 1 step behind the 3-point line instead of 1 step ahead of the 3-point line. Like it's a when a shooter is about to shoot, you can see it when they cross half court. Like it's a rhythm thing they get themselves in. Like they take one dribble after half court, and then it's like a little slower rhythm dribble right before they're about to pull up. I seen when Kevin Durant was bringing the ball up court, he was gonna shoot the 3.
And this KD we talking about.
Oh, of course. So the point is, you tried to come up here and cape for LeBron and say he made the right play by switching on Steph on a ghost screen.
Right.
I'm saying this is this how you gotta play that.
Chris, what were you about to say, Chris?
LeBron James should have been in Kevin Durant's hip pocket the whole time. Why are you standing at the 3-point line?
Mm-hmm. And KD has the logo. I do want to say this.
You're afraid that KD gonna blow right past you.
I do want to say this. I want to add this. That was game 3 of the 2018 finals. Mind you, Steph finished with a stat line of 3 for 16, which included 1 of 10 from 3. Steph was not getting the fucking ball in that spot. He knew Steph himself knew he wasn't getting the ball in that spot. So you know what he did? Played his role.
You see by the wall.
Not when you got a greater not when you got a greater player in that moment on the floor like Kevin Durant. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
Listen, better than Kerry, but that don't mean everybody think that.
Bro, everybody on the floor thought Kevin Durant was the best player on the floor. Everybody.
I bet Kerry don't think that.
This is the season after Kevin Durant. After Steph Curry blew a 3-1 lead to LeBron. Couldn't get it done.
KD didn't want to be the best player. I don't think KD wanted to be the best player. I think
that was
the
game that he accidentally dropped 43.
And he just wanted to win.
That was the game he accidentally dropped 43.
I don't think he wanted to be the best player. I think KD genuinely wanted to win. And the reason I feel so strongly about this is because I left a really poor team after I got all the accolades, individual accolades, and I just wanted to win. I could care less if I was the best player or not. I genuinely wanted to win. So I feel that KD did not care whether he was. I don't think KD cared whether or not he got MVP or not. I think that just kind of like fell on his lap.
Hold on, Nino and Bree. I agree with you, but here's another thing that I read from body language with Kevin Durant. I think Kevin Durant wanted an opportunity to get on that final stage again, head to head with LeBron, because he still had a sour taste in his mouth for when the super team Heat beat his team in OKC.
Absolutely.
He just wanted this opportunity, and even you could tell every time he hit a big shot. Every time he hit a big shot, he looked at the crowd like he thought that was going to propel him over LeBron in everybody's eyes. That I took his head off in the finals 2 years in a row, and it didn't. That's why he said the feeling I thought I was going to get after winning the finals, I didn't get that feeling. Like he you know what I'm saying? It was based on how the media reacted to him. It was still like LeBron's the best ever. And I'm like, did y'all see what KD just did?
So if we go back to the Stacey King show where they talk about LeBron being grateful for just being a part of the talks, I feel like this was a moment where KD got himself a part of the talks. I don't think anybody's taken him out of the talks since then. And that's awesome.
Yeah, a lot of people do though.
Which is I don't understand why.
They praise LeBron for.
A lot of people take LeBron, KD out of the talks.
That's weird to me because I feel like KD genuinely progressed in his defense. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to know, how could you discount? But this for Chris really to man down when he ain't on LeBron, but he gonna talk real about both of them. But if you gonna slight Bron for going and comparing with throwing together a team, you gotta. I don't slight neither one of them myself. But you slight KD for going to a made team. We seen that throwing players together don't always work. We seen that. We seen him go to the Phoenix. We've seen players try to put teams together, just throw players on a team without a bench. It don't work. So this was a made team, a team that beat you in the Western Conference Finals. A made team with a great bench. A1 bench already.
No, that's not true.
Mel, I got you. Hold on, Mel.
The bench was disintegrated so KD could come. Go ahead, Chris.
And I want to add this part here, right? We say, and I don't want to take anything away from the ring that the Warriors got in 2015, right? But we also have to remember that wasn't a healthy Cavaliers team. So right, we have to, if we play one side, we have to play the other, right? Same way the Warriors fans be like, oh, well, Draymond Green was suspended game 5 in 2016, yada yada. So we got it. If we're gonna play it, we're gonna play it fair, right? So I can't sit there and say that was a made team. And yes, injuries are a part of the game. Yes, but they were able to take hold on. They were able to take advantage of a handicapped Cavaliers team. When we saw what a full Cavaliers team looked like, they didn't stand a chance. They knew that they needed that equalizer.
They went game 7. Oh, bro. They went 7. They was up 3-1.
I don't think that's true that they wouldn't stand a chance. I think they were scared to find out.
They won 3-1. I mean, they was up 3-1, wasn't it?
Correct.
What you mean they don't stand a chance?
Exactly.
And Kerry was the unanimous MVP in 2015. Well, KD was 14.
You talking about the regular season though? That team struggled all throughout the playoffs.
And they went 73. They went 73-9 that year.
No. The year that they lost the 3-1 lead to Cleveland, they struggled in the playoffs.
Oh, I'm talking about the year that KD came. The first year they didn't deplete their bench all the way.
No, they did. They did deplete their bench. All right, let's.
They still had.
Hold on.
Look at who they had.
Hold on. You can Google the roster from the 73-9 team and see who all the key players were. They lost Harrison Barnes. They lost Bogut.
He wasn't on the beat.
Hold on.
Yeah,
they lost Harrison Barnes. They lost Bogut. They lost Evesta Ezeli. Those were both their rim protectors, and Leandro Barbosa, Harrison Barnes.
Oh yeah,
Brandon Rush. That's 5. They lost about 6 to 7.
Sean Livingston still there. He was going too.
Sean Livingston was still there. The only people they kept was Iguodala and Livingston.
Okay.
They lost everybody else so they can get Kevin Durant.
I thought they had David West.
Hold on. No, they went and got David West the same year Kevin Durant. The people that came with Kevin Durant was JaVale McGee, David West, KD. It was a whole new bench that came with Kevin Durant. And what I want you to do after you hang up, Nino, I want you to Google First Take or whatever show Nick Wright was on when the signing first happening, and they talked about how bad the Warriors are going to be with Kevin Durant because they lost all of their 3-and-D players and their rim protectors. They said they're not going to be able. He said the defense is why the Warriors was so potent, and they don't have that defense anymore because KD don't play defense, and they lost their rim protectors.
And he progressed.
Right? That's what Nick Wright said. He said they can't beat Cleveland no more. I still remember that soundbite. Right, and then Cleveland beat them, and the first time they played, remember, Kyrie hit that game 1 over Clay, in the paint, and Nick was all excited the next day and was like, "I told you they can't beat the Cavs. I told you."
Even though it was good defense, just better offense.
Exactly. So that's what it, because everybody was like, "Oh, they lost too much. They can't repeat," and repeat they did.
Neil said Nick Wright. Hey, I'm on both sides now. If you say Brown can't do no wrong, I can't listen to you. I ain't listen to no Nick Wright. Nick Wright be talking crazy, man.
All right, Nino, we gotta go. We gotta go to the next topic.
Bye, Nino.
All right, Nino. I'm gonna subscribe to your channel. All right, bro.
Yeah.
All right, bro.
All right, brother.
Make sure you go to Sports T. Make sure you go to the No Bull podcast. Make sure you go to Format Podcast and subscribe, and make sure you're hitting that like button if you're watching.
That was a good conversation.
It was.
Yeah, Nino's a real good caller.
No, I'm just the whole topic in general was
okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it was. All right. Here's the big one, right? The Kawhi Leonard, the whole Kawhi Leonard of the thing, right? You know, all of this, man. So I know, yeah, this is good. So you know the story. Pablo Torres. First of all, Pablo Torres has a podcast called what was it called? Torres.
I know, yeah.
Torres finds out or something like that. Like I guess the podcast is dedicated to him doing.
He be finding stuff out.
Matter of fact, Mel,
journalism.
Last time you were on my show, we talked about him doing the investigation of LeBron not actually being at Kobe's memorial.
Sherlock Holmes. He's the Sherlock Holmes of basketball.
Pablo Torres digs deep. Yeah, definitely.
Sherlock Holmes.
Hold on, let me see if I can find the name of that podcast.
I'm looking it up. Pablo Torres Finds Out. That's what it's called.
Pablo Torres Finds Out. So I guess this podcast is dedicated to finding some stuff out, right?
Yeah.
So he went to Harvard.
Check that out.
Huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
Check that out.
Oh yeah. So evidently he did investigative journalism. He went and found a paper trail from a ghost company that paid Kawhi Leonard about $28 million, I guess $7 million per year for 4 years,
and some other celebrities as well.
Right.
Kawhi got the most.
So paying them, and then they also linked this company to the LA Clippers owner, Steve Ballmer, and then the conclusion that he came to is that Steve Ballmer must have gave Kawhi some under the table money to sign back with the Clippers, which is circumventing the salary cap of the NBA, which is frowned upon and probably should have some penalties attached to it if they were found to be guilty of this, right?
Definitely some forfeiture of picks for sure.
Correct. Right. I seen somebody say something goofy like, "Oh man, if this happened in 19, they gonna have to."
I seen
do
that
something.
dumbass shit.
Yeah, I'm like, man, what are y'all
Kawhi
talking
got to
about,
go. SGA got to go back to the Clippers, and Paul George got to go back to OKC. I saw that.
Get out of here.
Stupid
Ain't nobody about to do that. Right. So, a lot of people have spoken on it. First, I'm gonna give you the soundbite of Steve Ballmer because he actually went and had a conversation, which is brave of him. So he got a conversation with, I think it's Michelle Tafoya, or maybe it's somebody else. He gave his thoughts on it. Stephen A gave his thoughts on it. Kendrick Perkins gave his thoughts on it. And I want you to hear Ballmer's and Stephen A's first.
Why do you think they gave him that much money?
Let me just repeat. I don't know how much money they gave him.
Well, in the court documents and in Pablo's podcast, they reported it was $28 million.
Pablo's podcast, I don't know anything about the court documents on this. I haven't seen them and I don't know. I'm not trying to be, I don't know. I really don't know. But the speculation is what it is. And why did they do that?
It's a lot of money. I mean, 28 million, 7 million a year is a lot of money for a guy that you didn't actually require to do anything.
I don't know why they did what they did, and I don't know how different it is. I really don't. And frankly, any speculation would be crazy. These are guys who committed fraud. How would I be able? Look, they conned me.
I think that Steve Ballmer is a treasure to the league. He's one of the owners that is beloved by a lot of people. And I think that he deserves the benefit of the doubt. It is a bit hard to imagine somebody this brilliant financially, this rich financially, worth tens of billions of dollars, to sit there and listen to him say he got duped. That is a hard thing to stomach because you don't become that successful getting duped. Okay, so he has to understand that's very, very difficult for people to comprehend. But to me, the biggest focal point for all of this should be Kawhi Leonard. The number one reason this story has credibility is because it implies that Kawhi Leonard got paid for doing nothing. And that is what we know him to be. But there was an investigation into his uncle, who's his manager, and stuff like that, years ago because of improper benefits, which ended up being nothing, according to numerous reports. Fine. But he is known as peeling out every perk he can, every dollar he can squeeze out, and he doesn't hesitate to take time off. 45% of his games missed in the regular season throughout his career. 30% games missed in the postseason. When you need him, he just ain't there. This last playoff series was an aberration simply because he showed up to play, because it was a shock to everybody that he was going to be available. If this were LeBron or Steph or somebody else, something like this would be thrown to the wolves. Why? Because to imply that they would be paid for doing nothing, nobody would ever think of it, because they are ambassadors for the league. They show up, they honor their commitments to the team in every way, not just on the court, but off the court, and nobody would look at them that way. But because this is Kawhi Leonard, notorious for being, absent from work, notorious for that. That's why I know it raised my eyebrow. Wait a minute here. Kawhi Leonard, 28 million. No responsibilities. Damn, that sounds like him.
Bree, so this is on brand for Stephen A. Smith. I think his opinion on this thing was based on what's going to get the most clicks, and he's really good at calling players out and pushing it way to the other end of the spectrum because it's going to get clicks. So I don't even think this is something that he really believed. That was theater, right? But it's also on brand for him to come and protect the owners, because this man came out and was like, "You got to give Ballmer the benefit."
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So your whole thoughts on what Ballmer said, the situation itself, and what Stephen A. Smith said?
I feel like he's looking at the wrong person. I don't think we need to look at Kawhi and tear Kawhi apart. I think we need to look at the NBA. Because in my opinion, I think it's BS that in one day time span, we see an article that released about the wrongdoings of the Clippers and this ghost company or this company and funneling money and no shows for jobs. And then a day later, not even, the NBA says we investigated this and we found no wrongdoing. So it only took you a day. a day to investigate. I think that's BS.
Was it the NBA that investigated or the Clippers? It was the NBA.
Somebody didn't invest. Okay. I thought it was the NBA.
It might have been. I don't know.
I thought it was because the NBA. It said the NBA. It didn't say the Clippers. Because why would the Clippers do an event? I don't think this is worthy of in-house investigation. This is NBA investigation. So y'all did an investigation in one day and found no wrongdoing. So to me, as a person who loves watching basketball, as a fan, not even a podcaster, as a fan of basketball, to hear that this even happens, I was like, oh my God, wow. These are the things that I think goes on without being said behind closed doors, and it's being exposed by people. Because nowadays, media that's raw, media that isn't journaled by the legacy media is becoming more popular and prominent. So you got these little people with podcasts and they're actually pulling out real facts. To me, it was a shock to hear that that's something that even existed. And maybe people who are super fans knew about this and just kind of overlooked it. But I did not know this. So when I read this, I'm like, that's BS. That pisses me off. And if this is the nature of the culture of the NBA, that frustrates me. I mean, you could look at it like, oh, players get paid and that's exciting. But for me, that's still BS because it's about the integrity. The integrity is important to me because it starts to me, damage the actual play of basketball. And then when we start damaging the play of basketball, that really frustrates me as a lover of basketball. That's why I created my channel, because I love basketball. I wanted to talk about it. So I see this. And then to see a day later, not even, it's put in our group chat, a day later, the NBA cleared it. I'm like, a day later? That's phony. I didn't expect to hear, give it at least a week. But to me, that's you trying to save face. They didn't want all these things to spiral. So it's like, oh, this is our culture, but we're going to say we did an investigation because it sounds wrong, but we're going to clear it. And it just really infuriates me. And so that's
basically what David Stern did with the referee scandal. We go investigate ourselves, and then they go come back and be like, yeah, we didn't find nothing with the other referees.
In a day. No other investigations takes a day. Like, I watch Real Housewives. Listen, I might be going off topic here, but there was a Real Housewife that was guilty of fraud, and I'm rewatching the season because a new season's about to come out, so I want to rewatch it. Just, guilty pleasure here. But the point is, the real investigators, the FBI, Homeland Security, all of these people, they take years, if not months, to build a case. And the state's attorney doesn't just act on things just to act on things. They take months and years to investigate. And and we can look at like the gambling investigations with Malik Beasley. That joint been happening for a year or something now. The Detroit Pistons picked up Malik Beasley, knowing he had all this baggage, and then the media got a hold of it, and he's just now getting cleared. So I'm saying, like, there's no way that this took a day. I think it's phony, and I hate that the media thinks that they can get one up on people. Like, we don't know no better. Like, we're not stupid. So that's my take on it. I think Stephen A's he's doing what he's paid to do. Deflect and distract and put things on wherever he needs to do. And him on this politician kick, he's good at it. He's really good at it. He's real good at it. Pisses me off. We need to look at the NBA.
You bring up a good point, which kind of goes into what Kendrick Perkins was saying. I was gonna say this soundbite for later, but I'm gonna play it now, and I want Chris and Bruce to respond to this one.
I believe that Kawhi Leonard is getting too much heat for this shit. Right? Any player would have taken that. That shouldn't be on Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, when he's negotiating a contract, and this is how it happens with all players who's negotiating deals. They have an agent in place who I believe is Uncle Dennis for Kawhi Leonard. I may be wrong, but I believe it's Uncle Dennis. Uncle Dennis he represents Kawhi Leonard. Okay? When you sign a contract extension or you sign with a new team, how many pages is that?
Lots.
Who on this, Richard? Have you ever looked through your entire contract?
I can lie to you. I can lie to you and say yes.
You can lie. Okay. Janet, you know what? You might have. You might have. He can't
eat chicken without choking. He definitely read his whole contract.
He read his. What? I
never read my entire contract. That's why you have an agent in place, right? An agent finding things like, hey, we got the deal. Here's some of it, right? Here's the contract. but I gotta go change paragraph such and such on page such and such because I don't like this. Right? The agent job is to make sure, one, they protect you, and two, get you max amount of dollars. Right? Like you got to get your bread. Now Kawhi signed on the dotted line, right? Pretty sure it was like, hey, we're gonna add this extra incentive. We can't max you out. We need to keep this money. This is how we're going to do it. Kawhi is doing nothing else that nobody else in the league does as far as when they sign their paperwork. All I'm saying is, again, look who's running the organization outside of Steve Ballmer. Here we go. Lawrence Frank once again. Lawrence Frank once again. Right? I've been on here. No one trusts Lawrence Frank. All of a sudden, Lawrence Frank, who's running the organization under Steve Ballmer, this comes out. Okay, cool. But the Clippers need to be getting more heat about this than Kawhi Leonard does.
Chris.
I agree. I don't think it's fair Kawhi is getting as much heat as he. I think the heat that Kawhi is getting is because of the fact that the numbers say he doesn't play games like he should. I think that's where all the heat is coming from. I think it stems from, why are you getting $28 million? You don't even play $28 million worth of games. I think that might be where it's mostly coming from. But I think if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's the age-old saying. And we know that the salary cap has become we know that the salary cap in the last few years has become a very huge issue when trying to build a team and build a team around superstars. So is it wrong? Probably, right? And there'll probably be some fines coming from it or whatever. But to the point, was there any rules that said you couldn't yet?
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's got to be, because that's the whole purpose of the salary cap.
Yeah, he's circumventing it illegally.
Yeah.
And they have a soft salary cap, by the way. It's soft. Meaning they can go over. It's not like the WNBA where it's a hard salary cap. It's a soft salary cap. I just want to put that out there.
That first and second apron is making that soft look a little hard.
Yeah.
It's a little Viagra on that thing.
So at the end of the day, right? You can't sit there and point to Kawhi and be like, you shouldn't have took the deal. Any athlete is gonna be like, listen, if there's a way that I'm getting paid, I'm gonna take the money. Whatever, cool. It should be down to the owner, general manager, the team who put that deal on the table. Like, hey, listen, we understand that this might not be the right way to do things, but we feel like we can kind of finesse the system a little bit, and we're going to do it like this. That's who you need to be pointing the finger at. And I hate this. I'm kind of inclined to agree with Stephen A. that I really find it hard to believe that a multi-billionaire, and yet somebody in the comments said rich people get scammed too, and you can go back just as far as Bernie Madoff to see that to be true, right? Rich people get scammed too, but I find it very hard to believe that somebody of his financial stature and how he got there would allow himself to get roped into a phony, bogus shell company. And I want to see the list of whoever else they said was on that list, people who was part of that company.
Well, look, rich people. I would agree with that if Ballmer only owned the Clippers and that's all he had to oversee, which he still would be hiring people to oversee for him, right?
I forgot who else does he own. I forgot. I can't remember.
Man, I don't know if he sold his tech company. I don't know if he was dealing with Microsoft or he was doing. He's the richest owner in the.
He used to be CEO of Microsoft.
CEO of Microsoft. All right.
So his money came from the stock options that he got from Microsoft. I think he's the top 10. He's one of the top 10 billionaires in the world.
Yeah, the dude is caked up like Serena Williams used to be, but he he probably oversees so many different things, and he got his hands in so many different things. It's probably people in place that's handling some of this for him. You know what I mean? You got investors, you got a team of investors, you got a team of people that handle your stocks, you got a team of people that do all this stuff. Like people like him don't even run their own schedule. I don't know if you like, you know, I in the military, I talk to a lot of admirals and COs. They have secretaries. When they come in, they tell them, hey, you have a meeting at 9, meeting at 10, you have to be here at 11, you got a 30-minute lunch, then you have to be here at 1. Then you have to, like their whole day is planned out.
Yeah, once
you get so they ain't even in control of their own
Kawhi ever
schedule.
give the impression that he just goes along with what people want to do?
Well, I'm not talking about Kawhi right now. I'm talking about Steve Ballmer.
Personality. Oh, I'm
talking about Steve, the part that Stephen A. Smith said he found it hard to believe that Ballmer got duped. It's not that hard if he's probably not overseeing every single thing like he's micromanaging. I don't think he micromanages anything.
You want to know what my pushback to that is, Mel? I feel like out of everything that he might own or might be in control of, I think that the Clippers might be his number one baby. So I feel like he would have his hands in and on that more than anything else. So if there was anything that he would have other eyes on, it wouldn't be the Clippers. It would be in some of his other ventures that he would have proxies in his place to take care of that. But that man loves the Clippers.
But he hired Lawrence Frank and a whole bunch of other people. Like he's not overseeing every single deal. Like these people are making deals for, like he just got a new stadium. He probably got a lot of people that made deals. I don't know who that stadium is named after of, but that was a deal. And this thing with this company, Inspire, somehow they was part of one of the people that was kind of sponsoring. You know what I'm saying? He gave him some money, and then these people end up giving Kawhi some money and gave some other people some money as well. And I don't know what these people did for that company to get that money, but somehow Kawhi got it. And they're saying that it has to be Steve Ballmer that funneled it through Inspire so Kawhi can get it under the table as part of him signing back with the Clippers. But that's a assumption though.
I just don't want to get into the narrative of like saying, oh, he has other people doing things for him, because if you get to that level of success, even though I've never been there before, I don't think you sustain that level. Like I've seen love don't cost a thing. Like it takes work to get to the top, but it takes even more work to stay at the top. Like I don't think you get to that level of success and you just let other people dictate contracts and just trust that they're gonna do what you need them to do. And if that's the case, that's a cop out. And I'm still looking at you like, where's your integrity?
And I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
For me, I don't care how much money you make. And integrity is very important.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. The more money I get, the more I'm looking at my accounts to see where every dollar is going.
That's a lie. It's impossible. You're not gonna be able to. You're not gonna be
impossible.
Going nowhere except a piece of
hold on, Mel. But think about this: a contribution that big, I have to put eyes on it, because you're not funneling $15, $25, $1,000, $5,000 to this shell company. That is a multi-million-dollar investment. Why wouldn't I know where my money is going when it's got a couple of zeros attached to it like that?
Chris,
Bruce, what do you think, Bruce?
I think this whole thing is crazy, but I think that this is far from the first time we've seen this happen in sports. Obviously, we don't know for sure, but it was kind of widely held that when Brady was up in New England and he was taking less, that he was getting taken care of under the table by the owner. That's how he was consistently able to take less money in order to keep the Patriots competitive all those years, right? This is not the first time we've seen it. I think Mahomes, I think he got shares in Hunt's Foods when he signed his deal, that 10-year, $490 million, whatever it was, that funny money deal. So we hear that guys get extra stuff all the time, but what happens is the owners are generally smart enough to do it with a layer of insulation, right? They're like, okay, salary cap is this, I can only pay you this, but look, I'll make some calls to my friend over here that has, X such and such company. And if they choose to do business with you, right? So they get you that money, but they do it with a layer of insulation. I think this time it was just sloppy by Ballmer. If indeed all this plays out to be the case, it was just sloppy. It was too much of a clean paper trail, too easily traced back. And I think they had a number of other celebrities involved in it too, but Kawhi Leonard was getting the most pay. And I think the company ended up like flopping and going bankrupt. It's just, I think it's just a function of this whole thing was super sloppy. Like, we know what we don't know. We can assume that this happens from college basketball to college football, all the way up to the pros. But
especially with the
they just didn't handle it properly. So it wouldn't surprise
me
at all.
Majority of the owners are doing this?
I think the majority of the owners that want to win and have a big time player like this, because there are some owners that are content with just owning a team and making money every year off revenue sharing. Not every owner is trying to win.
The Clippers are desperate for a win.
Mm-hmm.
Desperate, in my opinion.
I think Steve Ballmer really wants to win.
For a win.
Absolutely. I think he really wants to win. And I think he was thinking, I'll do whatever it takes to get the guys that can bring me the win. But again, was not careful in how that was handled.
Yeah. And
you know what? He
was on PTO the whole year.
Yeah, he's stupid. It's some teams that got natural advantage because this would give a team unfair advantage with signing a competitive team because you're paying you're circumventing the salary cap and paying under the table, right? But there's other teams like LA and teams in Texas that got a natural unfair advantage where they don't have taxes. Right. Yeah. So,
and those California taxes are brutal.
Oh, brutal, right? So, I take that for what it's worth. I just say that part.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So, I think all these athletes in Cali are trying to get every single penny they can get because of, the taxation rates out there. But I don't know, man. But I definitely am. I believe that it was happening. I'm just like, really, y'all had to be that sloppy with it? Come on, man, you could do better.
Yeah. All right, we're doing good on time, y'all. Let's move to football really quick. And we had the first game of the season last night.
All right, be quiet.
Deserved.
All right, you cannot be quiet.
The second game tonight. I totally forgot.
We're missing it right now. We're gonna have to run through these topics so we can at least catch the second half. But first game last night, Dallas, Philly won, but something happened right after the kickoff before the first play of the game.
Crazy.
And that was, of course, Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott. And when you watch the video, you clearly see that, it was some trash talking. Dak was in the huddle. Dak spit in the direction of Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter was about 8 feet away from Dak. Dak spit on the ground.
Right.
Jalen Carter closed at 8 feet and got within inches of him and then spit on his person. And
it was a smooth spit, by the way.
Game. But here's the deal. A lot of people, once they seen the Dak Prescott video where he spit first, felt like he should get some type of punishment as well. Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco didn't agree with that. This is how they was talking about it earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What if that was you, what you would have did? Jalen Carter spit on you right there in the middle of the field.
Yeah, I'm gonna get thrown out of the game.
I don't think there's any other player, and I think because Dak is a quarterback, he had to react the way he did. It's commendable because you don't expect that.
Chad, stop. Dak did not spit on him.
Spit on the floor.
Y'all need to stop. Chad. Y'all need to stop with this. Oh, Dak spit at him. Dak spit on the ground. Dak was in his huddle.
Yeah, he
Do y'all see where Dak was? Y'all make it seem like Dak walked up to him, spit on the ground right in front of his shoes. Did you see where Dak was? He walked towards Dak and spit on him. Chad, stop this. You can't, y'all try to conflate. Well, he did this, so that's why he did that. No, it's not the same, Chad, and you know it. He got baited. He got cost himself, and he's probably going to get suspended the game. You do these kind of antics when you're not a good enough a player. He's too good of a player. He don't need to do shenanigans. He don't need to do this, Ocho. He's that good.
Mm-hmm.
He's an all-pro. He's a Pro Bowl player. He doesn't need to do any of that now. He can just let his play speak for himself.
Which I know it was going to do. Do you understand he's top 3 at his position?
Yes, I realize how good he could be.
What is he doing? I don't understand. Like you're in the conversation with Chris Jones and Jeffrey Simmons. Like you were him.
All right, so where are y'all at? Are y'all on Shannon's side that Dak shouldn't get any punishment, or do you disagree with Miss Netta and think that Dak initiated and he should get some punishment? What I mean, where y'all at on it? Y'all can't tap out.
I think I agree with Shannon. I don't think Dak should get any punishment. He spit on the ground, as he said, in his own huddle. I don't understand what freaking, because if you watch the clip again, you would see, first of all, why did the Eagles teammates of Jalen Carter not grab him? Like, they got to know what type of dude this is. So when they see him over there getting closer and closer, as you said, Mel, closing the distance to the Dallas huddle, why are you over there, bro? Hey, come back over. They should have went and grabbed him. That's first. Second of all, Dak didn't spit on anyone. Dak did spit on the ground. So I don't understand, like, what was said between them that made Jalen Carter think he could spit on him right in front of the referee. Right in front of the official, you spit on the opposing quarterback, not just the opposing quarterback of the Dallas damn Cowboys. Come on, man. Right. Everybody on earth is going to see that. That was absurd. Jalen Carter, he's going to get what he asked for. The only thing I disagree with Shannon when he said, if I was Dak, I'd have got thrown out the game. For doing what? You see Dak and you see Jalen Carter? What was he going to do? You get thrown out the game for what? You going to fight that man? Nah, ridiculous. But yeah, I agreed with most of it. I think Jalen Carter almost cost his team a win, because that game might have been a lot more ugly if he was there, because Dallas said, oh, no Jalen Carter, we could run right up the gut. And they did a very solid job on the ground and kept that game manageable. I mean, I did think that they were going to put up a spirited fight, but I didn't think it was going to be that close.
Chris,
y'all done?
Yeah, I'm curious to see.
Y'all done? Y'all done?
Chris didn't say too much in the group chat.
I don't think Dak should be suspended. That should not be the extent of the punishment. I do think Dak should receive some punishment. I think a fine is about as much as it should be. I want to show y'all something. Okay.
Ooh, okay.
I want to show y'all something.
Footage.
Okay.
Let's get demonetized because NFL don't play.
There's a lot of different.
I hope it's skill shots. Don't play with the NFL video.
I won't play it. I won't play it. I'll
1.5 speed.
I'll show 0.8s, 0.Bs, 0.Cs, yada yada yada. Okay.
Showing angles.
Yeah, the NFL is tough, man. It's hard to
play. This is where Dak Prescott is. Right. This is a timeout. This is the kickoff just happened. They're doing TV timeout, so everybody getting water and whatever. Dallas is doing their huddle. Cool. This is where Dak is standing in the huddle, right? Mind you, if you need to spit, you have all of this circle here, or you can turn around and have all of the field here. Yet and still, Dak somehow found his way over to the other side of the huddle between his tackles and made an effort to spit between their shoulders.
I still don't see Jalen.
Thank you. Not close.
Jalen was about a couple yards off here. It's out of the camera view, but Jalen was
that's pretty far.
Jalen was probably about right here.
Can you spit that far, Bree?
I haven't attempted that. I always think about The Wire.
It's not about the fact that he wasn't trying to spit on Jalen. That's not the thing. But let's stop playing coy here. All right, let's be for real, right? Just take it. And Bria, I apologize to take you out of this for a second, but let's just
hey yo.
Let's let us talk, man, real quick. Let us talk.
Yes, sir.
Girls are players too.
No, but when girls spit on girls, it's a whole different situation.
Like, it is, and that's what I'm thinking. I don't remember the last time I see a man spit on another man.
Yeah, so
I don't see
it's
it.
different.
I just see girls.
That's why I'm just gonna partially temporarily remove Bree from this. So Bruce, Mel, let me holler at you. in your younger days when you might have been a high head, when you was, the baddest on the yard or whatever, right? There are certain things, even if it wasn't you, but you knew somebody in your neighborhood or you knew somebody in your school that was like this. There are certain things that are perceived as levels of disrespect.
Yes.
Right. If somebody is having a conversation with you, or if you're having an argument and they don't have to spit on you, but they spit in your direction, that is disrespectful. That's saying that they think very low of you when they spit at the ground while talking to you, right? So granted, Jalen Carter had no business being that close to the Dallas huddle. Cool, we know that, right? We know that Jalen was in the wrong from the beginning, right? But for Dak to, if he had to spit all that grass in front of him from where he was standing on his huddle, the grass behind him, he could have just turned around and did that. But he decided to saunter from his spot all the way on the far side of the huddle, in between his tackles, made the effort to go between them to spit at the ground while having a conversation with Jalen Carter, and then smirking and smiling and laughing and backing up. And then when Jalen Carter walks up like, yo, did you just spit at me? Then he saunters through the tackles to get in his face. Now, not saying Jalen Carter spitting back was the right thing to do. I'm never advocating for spit flying on anybody, because I'm going to jail for sure. So Jalen Carter, 100% wrong, suspension, fine on the way. Absolutely. But we cannot sit here and pretend and cape and saying that Dak did not provoke that situation. There were so many different things he could have done if he needed to spit that he could have did it. He could, like I said, he was on the far side of the huddle. He had all the grass in that circle in front of him to spit. Could have turned around behind him either direction or 180 and spit. But decided when he saw Jalen Carter walking towards the huddle, he decided to go, make it his business to go to the other side of the huddle, closer to Jalen Carter, make an effort to go between his tackles' helmets and spit at the ground in Jalen Carter's direction. Now, granted, they say the refs always get the second man, and Jalen Carter should know better. Jalen Carter definitely should know better. But Dak does not get a free pass for this at all.
I noticed you emphasize Dak going to the other side. Like, is it abnormal for a football player to like move their position in a huddle?
So
I don't know any better. I'm just wondering.
So Chris, everything you said that what Dak did is what I like to call fluff.
Thank you.
Right? So when something happens, there's an offense that happens. You can talk about all this fluff around it. Dak, where he was at in the huddle, him walking up to it, all of that is fluff. Him provoking it, and all that is fluff. What the nitty gritty is Dak spit on the ground and Carter spit on Dak, right? So if Dak spit on the ground and Carter didn't spit on Dak, would Dak get a punishment?
Nope.
Chris,
the ref didn't see it. Otherwise, Dak would have got a flag.
If Dak spit on the ground,
spitting on the ground,
away from Carter, but he spit in the direction of Carter. It went right to. It didn't go nowhere near Carter. Right? He spit on the ground to let Carter know, oh, you disgust me. I'm spitting on the ground. Right? That's like a sign. Like I was saying in the group chat last night, when you're at the mound pitching, and you throw some type of curve that's supposed to trick the batter. Let's say it's Barry Bonds. And Barry Bonds sniff it out and be like, oh, that's a curve, and he don't swing. The first thing he'll do is grab his nuts and spit. That's a sign of like, man, you ain't that ain't you're not gonna get me. Like, I'm gonna grab my nuts and spit, and that's a subtle way in baseball to let you know that and like it's so many ways you can do stuff like that, right? So him spitting was just a nonverbal way of letting Carter know you ain't shit to me. Right, but I didn't spit on you. Yeah, so it is some sign of disrespect or disgust. But if I did that and the referee saw me do that, would you throw a flag? And would there be a punishment for Dak if Jalen Carter did nothing?
Yeah, that could. If the referee saw that definitely could be considered taunting. We know how the taunting rules is now in the NFL. That definitely would have been called taunting.
For spitting on the ground
would be taunting.
No,
in the direction of Jalen Carter, yes.
No, you can't prove that though. You can't prove. Come on, man.
All them camera angles, Bruce. All them camera angles.
Nah, you can't prove that he was trying to taunt Jalen Carter by spitting on the ground. That's a reach, man.
My thing is, what would provoke Dak to taunt Jalen Carter? I want to get to the root of it.
So Jalen Carter Jalen Carter had no business walking over there by the huddle, right? It was a TV timeout. The two sides was separate, and they was in their own respective huddles doing whatever. Jalen Carter took it among himself to kind of walk over in the area where he wasn't right up or going like bumping shoulder to shoulder with the huddle, but he was in the area that, he really had no reason to be over there. So fair enough, Jalen Carter was over there, but it's a rivalry game, right? This is division rivalry game. It's the opening of the season, banner night. You know what I'm saying? Emotions are high. They just got into a squabble right after the kickoff. You know what I'm saying? While old boy is on the ground with a ruptured Achilles or a torn ACL or whatever, they kind of rumbling over him. You know what I'm saying? So emotions are already high. 6 seconds.
Did anybody get a flag for taunting in that rumble? No. So why would spitting on the ground be a taunt and a flag?
Because it's taunting. That's disrespectful, man.
What's the punishment for taunting?
So okay, man, let me ask you a question. So if I'm
trying to get to the bottom. What's the punishment for taunting?
15 yards and unsportsmanlike conduct.
So you saying Dak should have got a flag and 15 yards
and a fine?
You just said taunting was a flag. How's it a fine all of a sudden?
Because you're spitting. That is a conduct issue.
But
I want to point out
taunting. You call it a taunt. What Carter did was a personal foul, and it was worthy of being kicked out of the game. If you're saying that what him spitting on the ground is a taunt, then he should have got 15-yard flag at the most. Why all of a sudden he needs to get fined? Like if Carter didn't do what he did and Dak just spit on the ground, you saying taunt, flag, play on. Why should he get fined just because Carter got kicked out?
Because the thing about it is the refs only saw Jalen Carter spit on Dak, right? But going back and you see the footage, you see that Dak incited the incident. That
15-yard flag for taunting, personal foul, kick out of the game.
Mel, listen.
Because when you look at the playback,
hold on.
Okay.
They didn't. The play was already continued on. They was on to the next play when we got the other angle. So the referees, New York or whatever, didn't send the angle. They didn't get that angle down. We got the angle after the play had resumed and we was going on. You can't go back after a play is commenced and be like, oh yeah, here, boom, 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 boom. There's that.
Can you go back after the game and say, oh man, we missed a taunt? Let's fine him.
You can go back and missing conduct issue and then get fined.
Yeah, but you
do it all the time.
Taunt is
so you asked me what flag would that be, and I told you. I
asked you what punishment should he said. You said it's a taunt because he spit on the ground.
You said if the ref caught him, it's an unsportsmanlike conduct. Taunting is an unsportsmanlike conduct, which you can get ejected for
spitting on the ground. You think it's the same thing as getting spit on?
Yes.
No.
Not
close.
All right, go ahead, Bruce.
Not even
close. I had a question. Mel didn't let me answer that.
Sometimes taunting gets in the heat of the moment. There's different variations of taunting. Spitting is spitting. Somebody,
especially outside on the football field. Like people chew tobacco and spit all the time.
Facts.
Me spitting on the ground with no intentions of hitting you 8 feet away from me.
Correct.
You're 8 feet away. Like you forgetting the fact that he's 8 feet away. There's you acting like he tried to spit on Carter but missed. He looked at the ground and spit and then looked at Carter.
He was looking at Carter the whole time.
He looked at the ground first and then
he didn't.
What did Carter do to Dak? Like I guess I'm just confused why Dak would even do. Like what was Dak's motivation?
Just trash talk.
Is he known for that?
I need you to start watching football.
But it's good that I don't have this perspective. It's good that I have no bias because I'm coming from like matter of fact. I'm coming from like the principle of things.
But Chris, I don't understand how you think that's the same thing. Spitting on somebody and spitting 8 feet away on the ground. Even if I spit on the ground and I'm looking at you, so what? You nowhere near me. What's the problem? Like, I don't get why that's such a big deal to you.
If we are having a conversation and I don't make an effort to go to the side if I need to spit, I'm spitting down in front of you, I'm disrespecting you.
It's not close enough to be disrespecting me.
He was talking to Jalen Carter the whole time. What y'all can't sit here and tell me. First off, y'all
It's
missing
true,
the whole.
though. You're right.
Hold on.
You're not wrong for that, Chris. You're not wrong for that.
Hold on. Y'all are missing the whole point. What was his purpose of crossing the entire huddle to go over there anyway?
He didn't cross him. He spit over the shoulders of his lineman.
And he even said he didn't want to spit on his lineman. He wanted to spit away from this.
Y'all, he left his side of the huddle to make a conscious effort to go in between his linemen to spit.
That's fluff, Chris. What does that got to do with the?
Y'all got it, bro. Y'all got it.
No, it's not about us getting it. It's not about us getting it. I love your perspective.
Enjoy. Y'all got the rest of the conversation. I'll see y'all in the next topic. Y'all got it. I just know.
Rage, rage.
No, because now I see what type of people I'm dealing with, man. Because y'all are seeing disrespect in a different level.
I want you to know, Chris, you are right.
Tolerating nobody's
but what they're arguing. Chris, what I feel like you're not getting is what they're arguing is spitting on someone versus spitting on the ground is not the same caliber. It's not about you being
and that's why the punishment will be different. That's why the punishment will be different.
Because even I've seen as someone spitting on the ground in front of a man is disrespectful. Like even all the way back to the racism days. Like that's disrespectful.
And that's why the punishment will be different.
The caliber of spitting on someone versus spitting on the ground is the conversation.
You're not hearing me. I'm saying that's why the punishment will be different. Jalen Carter's punishment should and will be more severe than Dak Prescott, but Dak Prescott should be punished as well.
It shouldn't be punished because there's no punishment that you can give him. There's nothing he did wrong. He spit on the ground. Yeah, it's disrespectful, but there's no rules against spitting on the ground. It's disrespectful on the man-to-man stuff. So you got to handle that man-to-man because the league can't step in for spitting on the ground. Oh, you spit on the ground and you was looking at me, so that was meant for me. Even though you didn't spit on me, I know it was meant for me. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta rush the quarterback all night long. I get you back eventually. Right? That's how it should be handled. But
there's nothing wrong with a man sticking up for his team.
Yeah, and look, me celebrating after a touchdown can be disrespectful to you. Terrell Owens running to the middle of the field at the Star was disrespectful to the Cowboys.
I want to play this. Yes, play this clip right here because to me, when I looked at it at first, it didn't look like he was trying to be disrespectful.
Look at his eyes. Looking down.
He didn't even realize Jalen Carter was looking at him at first.
He's looking at the ground, dog. He's spitting on the ground.
The whole thing from the beginning.
Look how far he is, dog. And listen, right there. That's when he spit. He looked down. He looking down at the ground and spit on the ground. And then he looked up.
I don't know.
Y'all have got to be shitting me, bro.
Dak was asking for it. Hold on, because Dak was asking for it. Hold on.
Y'all have got to be shitting me, bro.
Go back to the beginning and see how far Carter was.
Dak was asking for it a little. But like, look how Dak goes through the whole entire huddle.
Go back.
Look how it goes through the whole entire huddle.
When Dak get right there to his lineman.
He's Jalen Carter,
Stop it. That's Carter's backing up. Look, that's almost 5 yards, right? That's 8 feet, dog. That's 8 feet. He looked down and spit on the ground. Yes, it was as a form of disrespect to Carter, but there's no rules. There's no way to regulate spitting on the ground. That's between him and Carter. The league can't step in and punish Dak for something that's not against the rules.
Okay.
That's all it is. Yes, it's disrespectful.
Okay.
You think
why is Carter going up to the huddle?
Okay.
We got to talk about Carter walking up to the huddle too.
Yeah, but Chris, you think we arguing that it's not disrespectful? We agree that it's disrespectful. There's no rules against it for him to get fined. He spit on the ground. Carter spit on him.
Y'all got it.
I knew I had it when I.
No, you don't really got it, but I'm tired of arguing with y'all. And we over 2 hours, so
it ain't no argument.
We got another topic to talk about.
Oh my god,
it ain't no argument, man.
Unless y'all want to keep dissecting this.
This is a great debate, though.
It's not,
Chris. I feel like there's people out there that agree with you, and you backing out is like you gotta stand 10 toes and keep going because like there's people that agree with you.
All I gotta do is stay black and die. I don't gotta stand 10 toes on shit.
Well, I mean, that's in question. We don't even know if you all the way.
But there's people that agree with you though, Chris.
I
would love to hear your perspective.
I just know things now. I know things now. I know things now.
If you spit in front of Mel on the ground,
I know things now.
He's not going to take
it. I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that. That's disrespectful to Mel. I wouldn't even do that to Mel.
Chris, we agree that
that's me. That's me. And I'm inciting you if I do that. If I spit at you, if I spit in your direction, but I spit on the ground, I'm intentionally inciting you. I want you to out. Let's go. That's me. Like you ain't shit. I want whatever smoke's coming with that. That's disrespect 101.
I'm not addressing this question to Chris. I'm gonna let him go on ice a little bit. Bree and Bruce.
Yo.
All right. There's a lot of disrespect to go on a football field or the basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
One sign of disrespect in basketball is if we're winning by 15, there's 10 seconds left, and you go while we running the clock out, you go and score. That's disrespect. You trying to show us up. Yeah, you already blowing us up.
Getting pushed in the air. I feel like spitting on someone is the same form as getting pushed in the air when you're going for a layup and someone's upset and they push you in the air. That's one of the ultimate disrespects in basketball.
Correct.
You don't push somebody in the air. That's insane.
So hear what I'm saying though. People don't like in a blowout game that you go and get extra points in the final seconds. Like when we're trying to run the clock out, y'all beating us by 20, and you still go out there and get a dunk.
Everybody's kind of like quiet. Everybody's
right.
Like,
so we established that it's disrespectful. But we also established that the league can't fine a player for doing that. It's disrespectful man to man and player to player. But there's no rule against it where the league can be like, oh, we're fining you for dunking with 5 seconds left while y'all was winning by 20.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Terrell Owens in football, when he scored a touchdown, he took the ball and ran all the way to the Cowboys' middle of the field where the star is at.
With a star. Mm-hmm.
Put the football down and put his foot on the football and flexed in front of the Dallas Cowboy crowd. And then he scored again and did it the second time, and Emmitt Smith came and tackled him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what T.O. did, there was no rules against. The league can't fine him for that. But what Emmitt Smith did can be fined. So what Chris is saying is, if I provoke you with disrespect, but there's no rules against what you did, and then you do something to break the rules against me physically, that both should get punished, all because you lost your cool. And what I'm saying is, there's no punishment for spitting on the ground.
Correct.
There is a punishment for spitting on the player. That's all I'm saying.
There is no punishment for spitting on the ground, but we clearly seen Dak go out his way to do it. That's the problem.
On the ground.
That's the problem.
There's no punishment for going out your way to spit on the ground.
Wow.
I mean, y'all have y'all views on it. I have mine, and I wouldn't be surprised if a fine does come down for Dak at the end of the day. But because we still haven't heard, I'm pretty sure Jalen Carter's going to get suspended at least one game. So they're probably still working out the punishment.
Is insane. When's the last time you saw another man spin on another man?
Romanowski.
Oh. Yeah, Romo was wild.
When was that?
Romo was wild. About 20 years ago, right? 15, 20 years ago.
That's a long time ago.
Yeah.
I was in middle school.
Romo was a known racist, and he was a nasty linebacker.
Yeah.
And, I ain't gonna say known racist.
Shannon said he had to have a talk with him.
Yeah.
Yo.
Mm-hmm. He spit on somebody.
Well, like, here's the thing. Like, I do want to point out how great the spit was because it was real subtle, and he did it while he was like backing up. It was really.
What is your fascination with?
You say how great the spit was.
What's your?
Because the way like people usually.
Are we learning something today?
Like when women spit on, it's like. You know, it was very like chill. It was very chill. Like it was like
I think he was a little dehydrated. I don't think he was ready to play football because that spit was a little white.
Like really chill. Like it was like a spit while he was backing up.
Oh my god,
it was really cool and smooth. Like we're not gonna deny that. Can we play that back?
Bree, I'm still bugging you said hawk to her. I'm sorry.
He spit on him way too chill. Like it was really cool. Like he just.
Yo, funny, man. All right.
Oh my gosh.
Anything else, y'all, before we move? No.
Hold on. I want to give me a second real quick. I want to see something. Y'all feel the airtime real quick, because somebody in the comments just brought up another situation. Different sport, kind of the same idea, but my memory is a little fuzzy, so I'm trying to see exactly how it went down. The event in question is Rondo and Chris Paul.
Oh man.
Okay, my guy Ed.
Rondo has a hot head, and Chris Paul does too. Like,
and there was spit involved, but I'm trying to see, was it on or was it in the area?
He spit in Chris Paul's face, or vice versa.
Yeah, you can't do that.
But Chris
he spit in his
Paul
face.
is definitely like Chris Paul plays dirty basketball. We can't deny that. So I see where Chris is coming from. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but if you spit
when we talk about the rules and the regulations.
Yeah, that's no punishment for the person that got spit on. Just because
Chris plays dirty basketball. I don't want to shy away from that because he's dirty. He plays dirty. One of the dirtiest players ever.
Okay.
I don't want to shy away from that.
No, you're right.
Chris Paul from North Carolina.
Looking at this video, I don't think Rondo spit on Chris Paul.
I mean, supposedly it came out while they was just talking. I don't think he like purposely spit on, but the spit got on Chris Paul for sure. Right, but if you're comparing that to this situation last night, what you're saying is whatever Chris Paul did should get punished because Rondo spit on him. You're saying if Chris Paul disrespected Rondo, then that means the spit that came on Chris Paul's face, both of them should get punished because you're the one who provoked him to spit on you. You get what I'm saying? That's the same thing as saying you deserve that sexual assault because your skirt was short.
Whoa.
No, that's what you're saying. You're blaming the victim. You're saying because your skirt was short, you deserve what you got when you went to the club. That's what you're saying.
All right, Mel, that's kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. Like, hold on, calm down. I love your analogies. Your analogies are
that's what he's doing.
That is not the right way.
Another analogy. That was a wild.
I'm a victim blamer, but I think
one where someone's a victim of something. Pick another one. Someone's a victim of something, and you go blame them for provoking.
You took it too far.
My thing is, so with the Rondo and Chris Paul one, right? So if it came out and Rondo was just spit from them talking and talking aggressive, or whatever, that's not intentional spit, right? Rondo is going to get punishment because he still fought, right? So he still fought Chris Paul. That is what it's going to be, right? He going to get punishment for that. But he didn't spit intentionally to incite Chris Paul. Dak Prescott.
Who's Rondo in this situation? Dak or Carter?
Rondo's Carter.
No, Rondo is.
No, Rondo spit. So he spit on Chris Paul. So he's Carter.
And Chris Paul is Dak.
No,
because Chris Paul, I know, incites anger out of people the way he plays.
Rondo didn't spit intentionally. Dak Prescott did.
Yeah, but he spit on him, right? So in this situation, Carter spit on Dak. Rondo spit on Chris Paul, and Chris Paul is Dak because whatever Dak did or whatever Chris Paul did provoked the spit. Chris Paul didn't spit, but whatever he did is equal to what Dak.
I'm talking about the reactions from the spit. The initial reactions of the initial spit. The initial spit would be all right. Yeah, don't tell me what my analogy is. No,
Rondo actually spit on him.
You got it.
You can't say Dak is Rondo if Dak didn't spit on Carter. That's a false equivalency.
Spell equivalency.
False equivalency. As long as I can say it, I'm good.
Bruce, what do you think?
I think this has gotten way out of hand. This is ridiculous. I don't think Dak should receive anything. I think Jalen Carter did what he did. It's absurd, and I can't even imagine that. And no disrespect to you, Chris, I can't imagine anyone would make such a big deal about somebody spitting on the ground. You didn't spit near my feet.
There were plenty of people in the comments that have said the same thing. That shit is not fly.
I don't know them. Like, they don't gotta. They don't have to agree with me or think like me. That's fine. You spit on the ground, on the football field. We see it all the time. He didn't spit on his feet. He didn't spit near his feet. He spit on the ground. Now, did he spit on the ground and then talk some whatever? Yeah, okay. Right. But
Y'all-
now Jalen
y'all are
Carter
continually
spits
missing
on
the
him.
big
That's a different
point.
ball game
No,
entirely.
you're missing it, Chris, because you're trying to say disrespect. We're talking about the league punishing Dak. We don't punish for disrespect.
I don't even think it's
whatever's against the
disrespect to
rules.
spit on the ground, not near somebody. Like, I'm still trying to figure that part out.
Dak, y'all are missing the fact that Dak went out his way to do this.
There's no rule against disrespect.
All right.
I can score on you and grab my nose.
I can't justify Jalen Carter's behavior because even though I don't know football, we're talking about justification of behaviors. I can't justify Jalen Carter for
I
spitting
never
on
said
anybody.
Jalen Carter was right for spitting on Dak Prescott. Never on this stream have you heard me say I agree with Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott.
So where did your frustration come from bailing out of the conversation when
Because
people are
y'all are
saying Dak
continuous-
Prescott shouldn't be held accountable for his actions? I need to
That's
understand
because y'all
you
saying
then.
Dak
I'm not
Prescott shouldn't
understanding
be
you
held
then.
accountable. Y'all saying
Yes, I
Dak
need you to keep
Prescott should not
talking
be
so I
held
can
accountable.
understand you. Like, help me understand where you're coming from. 'Cause maybe I'm missing what
said
you're
it like
trying to say.
15 times. Dak,
What are you
y'all
trying to
saying-
say?
Y'all saying that Dak Prescott shouldn't be held accountable. I'm going for the opposite. Dak Prescott should be held accountable. All that fucking field he had, and he decided to cross his fucking brown ass all the way over there to spit between his tackles for no reason. We had all that grass where he was standing and behind him, but he made it his business to walk across the huddle to go spit on the ground around Jalen Carter.
So
That's
what's
what
the
y'all
NFL's
don't
rule behind provocation? Is that a
Y'all
word?
don't want to hold Dak Prescott accountable for his act and all of this. And you know what? That's fine. That is okay. Y'all, and this is why we have great shows, because we have differences of opinion. But y'all not gonna just sit here and tell me that I'm looking like crazy because I don't feel like he should get. There's plenty of people that feel like Dak Prescott should get. I'm not saying that Dak Prescott should get the exact same punishment as Jalen Carter. No, I said he should be fined and it be left at that. Y'all are thinking that I'm
Spitting
saying
on somebody is insane, Chris. Is insane. Spitting on somebody is insane. As a grown man, that's female behavior. That's female behavior.
Oh man, are you done?
You asked me to sit out of this conversation because I'm a female.
Are you
and
done?
You asked me to sit out this conversation because I'm
You're
a
not
female,
done.
but
All
I
right,
want to
go ahead.
let you know that
Go
when
ahead.
people spit on each other, usually it's a female. Like we
Go
don't
ahead.
see men spitting on each other.
Go
That's
ahead.
crazy.
Let me know when you finish. Let me know when you done.
That's female behavior.
Let me know when you done.
You know I'm done when I'm not talking no more.
We don't know. You've been
All
talking
right,
the whole
all right,
time.
all right. Let me get to these super chats really quick. We got some super chats that came in. Oh, super chat with no comment. Thank you, Granny, for the super chat. That's a $9.99 super chat. Appreciate you. Oh man, I gotta read this name again. And then the comment don't even match it. This man said, Long Strokes with the $5 super chat said, y'all laying it down tonight, man.
Oh my goodness. Yo, Bree,
Christian
you need to read
Woods,
those.
man, with the $4.99 super chat, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Hey, keep the super chats coming, y'all, because y'all getting fire content from Bree and Chris because they over here cooking. Oh man, I love y'all, man. This is funny, man. Are we moving on? Or you got Chris and Bree? Y'all get the last word.
Move on, bro. I'm fucking done. Move on.
You are done because you got
not
cooked.
done.
He's really
All right,
mad.
go ahead.
I'm one of those females that I'm not done. I'm just kidding.
Uh-oh.
I'm just kidding.
Oh
I'm
my
just
goodness.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right,
but
last topic, y'all.
I don't
go
know
ahead.
football, but I do know disrespect. We all know disrespect.
Clearly not. Clearly you don't.
I
Clearly
do.
you don't. No, you
I
don't.
do. I was
No,
on
you
your
don't.
side earlier. I was
you
on
don't.
your. I literally said I know that when
I
people
now know
spit
that
on
if
the ground, it's
if
not just
somebody-
a man thing. People,
if
I
somebody
acknowledge
spits in
you,
your
Chris,
direction,
but
you're
you
not-
didn't land
you're
your
not-
plane.
you're not busting
You
a
didn't
grape
land
over
your
shit.
plane. I was trying to help you land your plane.
If
You didn't
somebody
even land
if
it.
somebody spits in your direction and then laughs in your face afterwards, you not busting a grape over it.
You
I
did
know
not-
exactly what type of time
You
you're on.
didn't land your
I know
plane.
exactly what
I
time
was
of
trying
time-
to help you, and you
I
didn't
know
do
exactly
it.
what
Like
time
what
of time you're on.
It's the plane that went over Malaysia.
Yeah.
we
I
still
know
ain't found
exactly
one.
what type
It
of
went
time
into
you're
the
on.
Bermuda Triangle. It disappeared.
Ain't busting a grape if anybody stepped to you like that. That's I know exactly. And you
Chris,
from
but
Baltimore.
you conflating two
Like, I don't
things.
even know what happened to his plane.
But
Like,
Chris, you conflating two things because you saying that we're not busting the
believe-
grape, somebody spit our way, but trying to connect it to the league punishing Dak. we're not saying that it's not disrespectful that he spit his way. We're saying that the league can't punish him for spitting on the ground.
Dak Prescott incited the situation. Inciting causes a fine. You should get a fine for inciting the incident.
What? So if the incident never happened and he just spit on the ground and that's all that happened, should he get a fine?
If the incident didn't happen, no.
No, I'm saying if Dak spit on the ground and then Jalen Carter walked away, should you fine Dak?
If he spit just like that?
If he spit on the ground and nothing happened.
Looked up and laughed at Jalen Carter like he did that?
Yes, and nothing
I'm
happened.
a
He should get a fine.
I'm a person who's never gonna hold somebody else accountable for my behavior. I would never do that. So I can't get on board with what you're saying. I don't care what somebody else does. I've never allowed that to be a thing for why I do what I do. Jalen Carter chose to spit on him. I can't hold him accountable for what Jalen Carter decided to do. I would never do that.
Never on this broadcast.
It has nothing to do with me knowing football or not.
It is September 5th, 2025. The show on Full Panel Friday today. I have never said that I agree with Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott. I have numerous times held Jalen Carter accountable for his actions. What I'm also doing is holding Dak Prescott accountable for his actions. That is the problem that you guys are not doing.
Yeah, so if you're the commissioner, if you're commissioner, you pull Dak in the office and you say, here's the rule book. What are you punishing him under? Like, so you have to get,
like conduct,
which is a 15-yard penalty.
If it's a 15-yard penalty, then why did Jalen Carter get ejected? It's an ejectable offense as well.
It's not an ejectable.
Yes, it is.
Not,
yes, it is.
So
unsportsmanlike conduct is that's why Jalen Carter got ejected. And unsportsmanlike conduct, and listen, it depends on the severity. So you get two unsportsmanlike conducts in a game before you get ejected, or if the first one is severe enough, you get ejected immediately. So Jalen Carter spitting on Dak Prescott, that's level 1 severity. You are ejected immediately. Dak Prescott inciting and spitting is unsportsmanlike conduct as well.
And how long you keep saying inciting and spitting? What did I incite? So if you're saying incite, that means whatever Jalen did is because Dak did something. If Jalen never did that, what would be Dak's punishment for that spit on the ground? It would be what?
Unsportsmanlike conduct still.
Okay, so Dak's action
for spitting on the ground. Okay.
For spitting on the ground is unsportsmanlike conduct. So anybody who spit on the ground,
don't sugarcoat spitting on the ground in the direction of Jalen Carter.
Okay, spitting on the ground in the direction.
Spitting on the ground in the direction of a player.
So if a player is 8 feet in front of me, if I don't turn around and spit the other way, I'm spitting in his direction, correct?
Mel, you watched the tape.
You see the
you looked
Brandon?
at him. You looked at him. Make it his business to spit in the direction of Jalen Carter.
We're gonna move on, Chris, because I cannot cook you more than what you already cooked.
You're not cooking shit, brother.
99 super chat. Please move on. I appreciate it. We'll move on to our last topic, man, because this is a crisp.
Y'all just fucking
put a P at the end of your name.
Is that the seed of Chucky?
It was the seed of them.
Y'all some capers, man.
Chucky is a bad dude, man. Bad dog.
Chucky, man.
Bad dog.
Chucky is funny, man. All right. Let's move on, y'all. WNBA Awards, man. We got a couple to talk about. Which one y'all want to start with first? Right? Do we want to start with Coach of the Year? Or we want to just go straight to MVP, man? Because I think Asia is absolutely probably gonna be hands down the MVP. Like, what I think is going to happen, I think that people are going to feel sorry for Fee and give her the MVP anyway because she started out so great, and they can't bring themselves to say, man, you lost it because you got hurt for 2-3 weeks. So I think they go actually give it to Fee, but I think Asia is more deserving of the MVP at this moment.
She's finishing super strong.
Yeah,
why do you feel like they're still going to give it to Fee?
The voters are just, I mean, because Fee earned it early on, and the only reason why she lost it is because she got hurt.
I feel like even based on 2K rating.
Well, they got Fee ranked at.
Oh my goodness.
98. She got 98, and Asia got 97, I think.
And as soon as that happened, that's when Asia went off. She was like, okay. Yeah, she went off.
That matters. 2K, I know it's a video game, and Mel has said, he was like, my generation, we don't play 2K in my generation. But 2K matters. Okay? It matters.
Who y'all got for MVP?
Who do I have for MVP?
Yeah.
At first, I had Alyssa Thomas, and I had Asia as number 2, and I had Nafisa as number 3. And now I got Asia as number 1. They're on a 13-game winning streak. That's the highest the NBA has seen all year. When the WNBA has seen all year.
Damn.
And to be as poopy as the Las Vegas Aces were, they were poopy, y'all.
They were
For lack of a better word, poopy. The Las Vegas Aces have turned it around. Becky Hammon has been patient with her team. She's made adjustments, and her team has. You know what I love about the Las Vegas Aces? They're not a fast tempo team. They don't get with the trend right now as being fast paced and shooting all these threes. You feel me? They slow it down.
I don't think you need to when you got somebody like that on the block you can go to.
You don't, and that's what I love about it, because Asia can arguably be similar to a lot of guys in the NBA, and teams are still trying to play fast-paced basketball with a player like that on their team. And that's why I respect the Las Vegas Aces, because they still stick with what they know works for the players that they have, not what the trend of basketball is. And I worry for basketball because of trends and media and hype. And you know what's worked 5 years ago versus what's going on right now. Like right now, I feel like they noticed with the OKC success, they're like, we need bench players, and we don't need a super team. We don't need 3 guys that are great. We actually need a lot of people built around this team in order to be successful. So that's the trend right now. But when Jokic was the MVP a couple years ago, it was, we need a big man. Big man started to be cool again. So, like, I don't feel like the Las Vegas Aces are going on trends. They're going on what works for basketball. And that's what I love about it.
Who else got Asia for MVP? I got Asia for MVP too. It's still close, though. Like, it's still an opportunity for Fee to get it back. I mean, because, man, she had it the whole year, dog.
I was about to say, wasn't she killing the whole year?
The whole year until August. But that was a time where Fee was averaging 28 a game.
Yeah.
And now she's number 2 behind Asia at about 23. Asia might be at almost 24 now. So I'm dang.
Sometimes recency bias, and it's not just in the W, but in most of these sports, what you saw most recently like makes a difference. That's why they always talk about, finishing strong down the stretch, right? It's just like what is it, to make a boxing analogy, when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Marvelous Marvin Hagler, and he was closing out all those rounds that were close, or he was losing with a flurry to get that last thing in the judges' minds. I think it's kind of something like that. And the way Asia Wilson is finishing off this season is like regular season is damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. Finishing it when you dominated all of August, and then September starts, and you dominated the person who was the favorite for MVP in the matchup to get your 13th straight win.
Right.
I mean, the aesthetics of it, man. Every time Fee guarded her, she took it to her and scored. And when Fee came in, she blocking her shot like ferociously out of bounds. Like, so she dominated her on both ends of the floor, got the win for the 13th straight. Passed her in the, because she was number 2 before the game started. After the game, she was number 1 in scoring for the entire league. So to be probably defensive player of the year favorite, and then do all this to pass Fee as the MVP favorite on top of a 13-game win streak, and to be the number 1 leading scorer in the league is insane work, man. It's insane. And she I mean, even though Minnesota still has the best record in the league, and that's the best thing going for Fee, I mean, Asia put together a good argument for her to be the favorite. But I think Fee come out and score 45 in the next game, maybe that'll change something.
Will it though?
I don't know.
That's what I hate.
I mean,
it's like, yeah, you're right, Chris.
Because doing the math, right? This 13-game win streak, would have started when Vegas was at 500 ball, 14-14, right?
It was ass.
I'm
sorry, they was ass. I was just saying they was ass.
Yeah. So they done rattled off 13 straight, and not only made it a contention to get to the playoffs, but clinched a spot and solidified themselves in the playoffs, right? Behind the efforts of A'ja Wilson. Now, this is not taken away from what Nafisa's been doing all season. She's had an incredible season for sure. But I think also the games missed definitely hurt the conversation for her. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying if Nafisa didn't miss, it would be a different conversation.
Like there's a conversation to be had now, but I think it's more in favor of A'ja than it is in Nafisa. But if Nafisa doesn't miss those games, I think that you could really just kind of toss a coin. And as long as if A'ja and the Aces are performing as they've been performing as of late, if that still happens and Nafisa doesn't miss any games, I think the conversation is a lot tighter. And it would come down to these last few performances. I think there wasn't the last how many games left? 6 or 7 games left they got?
Exactly, yeah.
So it would come down to these last couple of performances because you wouldn't have much of a difference in, all right, so yeah, Nafisa's doing this, and this, and A'ja's doing this, but then Nafisa has missed more games than A'ja has. You know what I'm saying?
Last 2 performances, A'ja shot 80% from the field. Last 2 performances,
That's crazy.
Nafisa shot 36%.
Sheesh.
80% is crazy. 80%
She on a heater, dog. She on a heater, Chris. A heater.
Yeah.
This is a crazy stretch, man.
And this is one of those times. This is one of those times where a heater and you get hot at the right moment, right? So whether it's you making a playoff push or an awards push or whatever the case may be, this is the time that you want a heater. And it just so it's bad timing for the Lynx and for Nafisa because at the time where she's just now getting back from being out for an extended time with injury is the same time that A'ja's like, all right, I'm about to turn up. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I feel like in order for Nafisa to be able to regain positioning in the MVP ladder, she would have to put up absolutely phenomenal numbers in this last stretch. There is no room for a misstep. But if A'ja pulls off another incredible game, even if A'ja ends up doing, like a 30, 15, and 15, or a 30, 15, and 10, or 35, you get some kind of crazy triple double, that might just put the nail in for Nafisa.
Shout out to Chicago Cheetah first of all. Shout out Chicago Cheetah. I love you. You're like my top. I love you. Anyway, Chicago made a good point about Becky Hammon. I do want to point out, like, even though A'ja has been going crazy for the Las Vegas Aces, I do want to point out Becky Hammon's adjustment for the Las Vegas Aces in bringing Jewel Lloyd off the bench. It was probably the best decision she could have made. She's been very patient with this team. And this 12-game win streak, we can attribute a lot to A'ja's success, but I do want to shout out Becky Hammon and how great of a coach she is. But I don't, as far as WNBA awards, because that's the topic we're talking about, I think Natalie Nakase for the Golden State Valkyrie, should get Coach of the Year. I do. So, like, Chicago Cheetah made a good point about Becky Hammon. I just want to point out Las Vegas Aces and any team's success has a lot to do with their coach. And I think Natalie earns it.
I like the Valkyries coach for Coach of the Year. I mean, this is an expansion team. Like, as far as the names on her team, and I think whoever her best player was got hurt for the season.
Kayla Thornton.
Thornton
she
got
wasn't
hurt.
even supposed to be their best player, and she ended up being their best player for sure.
Yeah. And the way they play, first of all, they play hard-nosed defense. Second of all, their offense is equal opportunity. There's no one star we're saying we're going to. Like, I still don't know who it be somebody different.
Like Tiffany Hayes. I would say like Tiffany Hayes, Veronica Burton, and Kayla Thornton were their big three for a while. Especially once they had like the CBA contract, a lot of their players went and played overseas. Yeah. And you don't see a consistent starting five for them all year. And that's why I respect Natalie even more, to have so many players cycle in and out of your system and still be able to find the success that you find.
Yeah. So I think the only argument or debate for coach of the year other than her would be Cheryl over in Minnesota. You know, I mean, the best record in the league. You know, you go without your number one player who's the MVP candidate for like 3 weeks, and you didn't fall apart. I think you got to give some credit to the coach for that. So I guess there'd be a conversation between them two, but I don't know if there's a third. Is there a third?
Would you put Vegas in there?
Becky
I mean,
Hammond?
for the turnaround,
Just
maybe.
for the, you know
For
what
the
I'm saying?
turnaround, absolutely. I don't want to take away from New York Liberty's coach either. She was the coach for the All-Star game. Like,
They
she
fell apart.
obviously has respect behind her.
definitely fell
They
apart.
did fell apart, but I don't want to discredit her as a coach because she's still like a great coach.
But I think for coach of the year, I think the thing for me, the biggest qualifier is that you can't just be good half the season.
Yeah. Right.
You have
That's
to,
what
you know,
it
and that's why, Mel, I like your picks. You know what I'm saying? Either the Valkyrie coach or the Minnesota coach, because with the Minnesota coach, you've been the topic of conversation the whole season. And with the Valkyries, this is your first year in expansion team. You know you're not getting a lot of good players from an expansion draft. Everybody's giving the person that they like, all right, we can deal with losing this person.
Yeah.
So to be able to have a winning record and be in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? When you're in your first year is
right.
pretty.
When adversity hit Vegas, they turned it around. You got to give that credit to Asia and Becky. The Valkyries came into the league with adversity because they're expansion team, and it's the first year coach, right? So you already faced with adversity.
That's crazy. That's awesome. That's crazy. She's gonna make history if she does get it.
You made the playoffs.
Like as an inaugural team, that's insane.
If they win it all in the first year of the franchise history,
that's insane. What did
that would
Dom
be
say?
crazy.
Hold on. Deserves some credit as a Liberty fan. Yes, she played. Yes, but wait, Dom, are you biased because like New York?
Yes, Dom is biased because of New York. But look, let me say this. The reason why I was saying that
I love it though. I love it.
is because all the coaches we got 1, 2, and 3 of Vegas, Valkyries, and Lynx, they was hit with some type of adversity and they overcame it. When the Liberty was hit with adversity, when they didn't have John Coy Jones, and then when Stewie went out,
and Sabrina
they went from the second best team in the league to dropping 3, almost 4
They were
playoffs.
They were number 1 in the East, and they let the Dream take that over. And now I think they sit 5 in overall standing.
They're currently. Oh yeah, you're right. They're 5, and Atlanta's 2.
Yeah,
Vegas
and
3.
Atlanta. Yes, the Atlanta's the number 1 team in the East now.
And honestly, man, New York is still at threat of falling further in the standings. Valkyrie is only 1 game behind them.
Yes. When you look at New York as a team, like they have really good pieces, but I think sometimes they fall apart with tempo. Like they don't take control of the tempo of the game. And basketball is a game of runs. And for some reason, the New York Liberty struggles to dominate in that space. They can have good skill, you can have good structure, but if you don't have the tempo, then you're gonna fall flat. That's just how it goes in basketball.
Yeah. Any thoughts on that, Bruce?
Nah, man. I'm honestly, I haven't been following it closely enough to make any properly informed statement on it.
Yeah,
but you still know the
that's
sport.
why I'm kind of staying quiet a little bit.
You still know the game. You still know the game.
But Bree, Bruce is he's a credentialed and trained journalist, right? Like so he's
got a
not
degree in communication.
Yeah, he's not gonna go in here blindfolded with a take. Yeah, he's not gonna do that. So
I would love a degree in communications, to be honest. I would love that.
All right.
So before we get up out of here, though, I do want to ask y'all a question real quick. Seeing as how
we still got to do Rookie of the Year and Defensive Player of the Year.
Oh, go ahead.
Rookie of the Year. That's not a question, is it?
Oh,
that's nothing. That's paid. Like, come on, like that's not even a question.
Yeah.
Sonya is fun to watch though. If you see Sonya in person, you're like, what the fuck? Like, she's tall. Like she's pause, but she's very she's long. She's large. She got like Sonya Citron is gonna be a monster. I just want to point that out.
I'm about to say,
like she's kind of. I'm looking at her and I'm like, what the? Like I saw her in person and I was like, she was great.
I still think it's Paige's to lose.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just think Paige has been just absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Yeah. I want to point out that she got more votes than Caitlin Clark did in All-Star. So she's surely a fan favorite. Like fans love her more than they love Caitlin.
Everybody loved that girl. Everybody.
They picked her. Like she got more votes than Caitlin, and Caitlin was a captain. I just want to point that out. She got the most votes than everybody.
Did she get more votes than her this year, or did her rookie votes was more than her rookie votes last year?
No, I'm thinking they saying that she got more votes for All-Star.
Overall, she got more votes in All-Star. Yes, she won the popular vote. She got the most votes, more than
That's
Caitlin.
crazy. That's insane.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Shout out to the Fever for shutting down Caitlin Clark for the rest of the season.
You think so? Like, I think it's corny what they did. I think they threw that little ankle injury or whatever, the bone bruise that she got.
Yeah, I read about that.
I thought that was corny as hell. And that just shows how strategic their team is trying to be. Like, they're trying to be like, oh, we're playing chess, not checkers. But I just feel like as a fan, I see a headline like that. Oh, Caitlin has been working out full throttle, and if she gets hurt because of some other mystery injury. And I even said it in my podcast. I feel like, are you leading? Because I got a lot of flack for saying Angel Reese is faking her injury. So I said, like, no, I say the same thing for Caitlin. Is she faking her injury? Because I feel like it's a setup. And to see that she's out for the rest of the season, I feel like y'all are corny for that. Because y'all made it seem,
sorry.
Like, y'all couldn't just say she's not going to be out. No, go ahead, Bruce. Because, like, it was just corny, bro. I think it was corny as hell.
So I was going to ask, am I wrong to say that I think that both of them, Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, are both suffering from like severe mental exhaustion, and that's playing a role here too? Just everything that's going on with them over like the last 3 years.
Yes, and yes, I think it's not fair. I don't think it's fair. And the reason I say that is based on the fans' reaction. I can't even say that Angel Reese had a bad game without a woman commenting on my podcast telling me that I'm trying to tear down Black women. I feel like at some point, I feel like that mental exhaustion has even gone to the fans. Like, they're obviously mentally exhausted. I feel bad for whoever said that, because to me, they're exhausted. Like, you only say that because you're exhausted. I'm talking about her game. I'm not talking about her character.
Right.
So it's just like, you're exhausted. So yes, I think you're right to say that.
Okay.
If her fans are exhausted, then they're exhausted.
I'm exhausted. I hate when they pit two Black women against each other, Paige and Angel. You know, I mean,
no, wait,
Iowa versus LSU. It's about race.
No.
You heard him slip that in there, right?
You didn't hear him. You didn't hear him. Don't let Mel get you with his trickery, man.
I heard him.
Hold on, Chris. What you talking about?
That man said, I hate when they pit two Black women together and he said Angel and Paige.
What did I say wrong?
Mel, you know that woman is not melanated.
That's crazy.
That's a melanated queen. That's Black girl magic right there.
You're setting yourself up to be canceled.
She play like she got black.
And I don't even speak for that. Like, you're setting yourself up.
She played like she got black girl. She played like she got black girl magic.
Because you know damn well. Yeah, she played like she do, but you know damn well.
She the same complexion as Chris, and her brother's black.
Paige is
but like, but here's the thing: when it doesn't,
and Bria is lighter than I am.
Hold on, wait, what? My mama's. I do want to point out that my mommy is white.
Shout out to
my mommy is fully white, and my daddy is fully black.
Shout out to Mama Bull.
I do want to shout that out. My parents are very different people.
And so is Paige's.
Yo, that was bad funny how she said that.
Shout out to Bree's background, man. Shout out to Bree's background.
Chris, don't piss me off.
Lotto.
Shout out.
We call Paige young Lotto.
No, we don't. No, nobody does.
We do call it in the group chat. We do call her young Lotto.
Who is we? When you start speaking French? When you start speaking French?
All of us.
What are you talking about?
So we've never referred to her as Lotto.
Not one time.
Maybe not in the group, maybe behind in other talks. But y'all have never taught me that.
I haven't seen that in a group text or individual text.
Wow. Wow. Are y'all talking about me and comparing me to Lotto?
No. I'm talking about Paige.
I'm getting upset. I don't get upset.
Wait, hold on, Bree. I'm talking about Paige.
Oh, okay.
This whole time I'm talking about Paige.
Yeah, you out here jumping out the gym. Relax.
Jeez, you got the daggone strength shoes on.
Damn, if Jump to Conclusion was an Olympic event.
Oh wow.
No, we did not. We don't call you anything other than Bree or Briana. That's the whole thing we call. We call Paige Young Lotto.
We don't call Paige anything.
We do call her that.
Hilarious.
No, we do call her that. I can go to the group chat now. We call her Big Lotto.
You have never seen me, Jay, Zoe.
Go to the group chat and search
Britne,
Lotto in the comment
seen
section.
any of us. You have never seen any of us refer to Paige as any type of Lotto.
Yes,
I've never seen it. That's why I was like, what are y'all talking about? Okay, I've never seen that. And I don't be locked in all the time, but I've never seen that.
Okay, well, y'all must not reading everybody's text because we've called her Big Lotto several times.
When Mel says we, I feel like
we is insane. This nigga started speaking French.
On fire.
This man started speaking French all of a sudden.
All right, we gotta end the show. We gotta end the show, y'all.
God, leave, boy. That man fluent in that French, boy. Talking about some we. Who is we?
Oh boy, that's too funny, man. All right, man. So we all got Big Lotto for Rookie of the Year.
First off, the disrespect to actual Lotto, like we just not gonna give her name to somebody else.
Yes, we are, because it ain't nothing that Lotto has done in the studio that supersedes what the real Big Lotto has done on the basketball team. I'm sorry.
Said the real Big Lotto, like Lotto ain't the Big Lotto.
I'm sorry.
Defensive player of the year, bro. I'm not for your foolishness tonight, bro. I'm not for your foolishness tonight, man.
Yo,
this man is wilding.
Bruce.
All this French talk you got, man. We ain't said shit.
Wow.
All right. What's the last award?
Defensive player of the year.
The defensive player of the year. Man, at the early in the season, I had Gabby.
Gabby Williams on the Seattle Storm.
Yeah, she was she was locking everything on the perimeter up. I mean, she was getting blocked. She was averaging like 3 steals a game. Like, she was killing. And then she just kind of, and Asia has been unreal
in both ends of the court. I agree. And a lot of it has to do with their culture. And because I just feel like Erica Wheeler too. I mean, Brittany Sykes comes onto the court, and I want to talk about the Storm real quick. I know we're talking about defensive player of the year, but it's really sad to see the Storm decline the way that they do, not just as a team, but individually as well. Erica Wheeler contributed a lot to their success when they were going through the drought. And when Brittany Sykes came in, she took Erica Wheeler's starting spot. And Erica Wheeler has been on a decline performance-wise since then. And it's sad to see. And I hope that coach gets fired, and I hope the Chicago Sky coach gets fired.
Yeah, me too.
Tyler Marsh need to get the hell out of there. He's a clown.
Yeah, he's lousy.
He's a fraud.
Yeah, he's bad.
You had some bass in your voice when you said it. You felt that one.
Yeah, I did.
You need to get the hell out of there.
He can go to the nearest hell, like for real.
Don't pass go or collect $200. Just go straight to hell.
Wow. You do need to go to hell. I just feel like whenever the heat has came down on Chicago Sky, he's tried to like put it on everybody else instead of taking accountability for the role that he plays. And if he doesn't play any greater role in the decision making, then why the hell are you the head coach? Get the hell out of there.
I wonder why they fired Teaspoon.
We still don't know.
We still don't know, dog.
Because that was so out the blue. We still don't know why she got fired.
Like firing Spoon and then not re-signing Kennedy Carter are the two question marks. I don't know. I don't get it. I mean, they traded Mabry mid-season. We still don't understand that. I guess she wanted to be traded, so I don't know what kind of role she wanted. So they traded Mabry. Then they fired Teaspoon after the season, and then they didn't re-sign Kennedy Carter. I have no clue what they was doing. None. But back to defensive player of the year.
All right,
Asia for me.
My phone went to topic.
It's Asia for me. So I got her number one for MVP and
how many
DPOY.
blocks is she averaging in the season? Is she averaging like 3 blocks?
No,
3 blocks, about 2 steals.
Oh, let me go to Stat News. I'm gonna go to Stat News. Shout out to Stat News. Y'all should really sponsor.
Asia Wilson is averaging 23.6 points, 10.1 rebounds, 1.5 steals, and 2.2 blocks this season.
Yeah, I didn't think it was 3.
Okay, but 2.2.
How many blocks?
Okay, Bruce. Bruce, 2.2 is crazy. Who's averaging more blocks than that, though? Who's averaging more blocks?
But you also got to think of 2.2 blocks included with 1.5. Hold on, included with 1.5 steals.
Right.
Included with 1.5 steals.
Yeah, 2 steals, 2 blocks is crazy. Who's number one in blocks?
It's insane.
Let me see. I will go look that up for you right now.
See.
Her.
I just want to see it.
She number one in blocks. Number one in scoring.
She's number one in blocks by 0.1 over. Oh, I'm gonna butcher this.
But hold on. How many games though?
Mag Bagor.
How many games though?
37 games.
Asia's leading in points, by the way. She averages 23.6 and Nafisha averages 23.1. Let's point that out because Mel is huge on points because that's why Mel takes away from Alyssa Thomas because she only averaging like 15 points per game, even though she's averaging a triple-double.
I can't stand
Oh boy. Yeah, I heard y'all get into it over that. That was pretty entertaining.
What do you think about that, Bruce? Because I would love to hear what you have to say about assist. Because Mel's point is assist don't mean that much. And it has more to do with the person who's actually scoring. I would love to hear what you have to say about triple doubles. Are they meaningful or not?
Yes and no. Yes and no, right? So when I was like around high school time, that was Jason Kidd and Grant Hill and them. And I remember I was a big fan of Jason Kidd because he was always a threat to get a triple double. But back then, when you were getting triple doubles, it meant you were actually really controlling the game, right? Now, because of the way the game is played, getting triple doubles means a lot less. And like you can manipulate triple doubles even more. Plus, the pace is faster, shoot more threes, more opportunities for them. They're not nearly as special. So when people get triple doubles now, they don't mean what they used to. It's almost like, triple double fatigue, maybe, if that's what you want to call it. So yes, they're good, but not as much as they used to be. As for the assist piece, I like the assist a lot because you don't see a whole lot of true point guards anymore really like delivering the rock. So I like the assist, but I also get what Mel says in terms of the way the triple-double basketball is now. A lot of times triple-doubles don't lead to winning basketball for your team. Like players are putting up the numbers, they're getting the triple-doubles, but how are they doing that? They're doing that by monopolizing the basketball and making sure they get their numbers, but it's not always helping in terms of the rhythm and offensive flow of a particular team. I'm not saying it's the case with her.
Are you watching the games? Because I agree with you. Russell Westbrook did that. His teammates did that.
Exactly.
His teammates did that. I saw that.
Jokic, he's another one.
I saw. Yes, I see it. But with Alyssa, they don't do that.
Well, I wasn't insinuating that. You asked me how I felt about the triple double and the assist, so I was just kind of giving my thoughts. So I was just getting ready to say that I'm not saying that that's what she does because I can't again speak to it because I haven't been watching her play on that level. But that's my general thought on the triple double in modern basketball.
Okay, I see what you're saying, and a lot of it has to do with the NBA that you've watched.
Correct.
But watching the Phoenix Mercury themselves, you're not gathering that. And I got a little defensive, and I'm sorry about that. I can admit when I'm wrong. I'm a female that can admit. I just got a little defensive. I want to get defensive because it's just like I'm watching, like I hear what y'all saying, and I would agree with that because I saw that with Russell and I was disappointed because I love basketball. But I watch Alyssa Thomas and I watch the Phoenix Mercury, and that's not what's happening.
Here we go.
She's genuinely getting these stats on her own. There is no
Here
stats.
we go, Bruce. Right. By the way, Bree, Bruiser Sir in the chat, that's my guy Bruce I asked you about from B-More.
Let me see.
Wait,
Bruiser! You're from B-More?
Yeah, that's my guy.
I'm gonna put this
Angel
comment on
Reese
screen,
most
but-
improved is the most biased
Well, hold on.
take I've ever seen in your entire life.
Hold on,
Like,
Bree,
come on, yo.
let me put that on screen. Bree, wait.
Come on.
I want you to address this first. My boy T-Bert said we crazy. The DPOY is clearly Gabby, and I agree with you, T-Bert. If we were still in the first half of the season, there's been a drop off. Right, it just in my humble opinion, there's been a drop off, and I had her for defensive player of the year early on. I don't have her for that anymore. But I mean, if I'm missing something, let me know. So that's my thoughts on that. But the Bruiser comment, hold on. Oh, they're protecting little old CC. What was the comment when she said most improved?
What is there to talk about with CC when she's out for the rest of the season? She only played for 13 games in this regular season. 13 games she only played.
Yeah.
And you don't want to know what her field goal percentage was? Go see my last podcast. I looked at her.
I'm gonna do that.
Because her field goal percentage, Bruce, it threw me off. I'm not gonna lie. I looked at
Yeah, it was terrible. She shot horrible from three.
She shot 18% from the 3-point line. 18%. And she shot 36, I think, percent from the field goal.
Yeah, she was hurt.
I was like, whoa. Hold on.
Hey, it was funny because I think in that segment you was about to speak good about Clark, and you was like, "Let me pull this girl stats up because y'all tripping." And she pulled up. She said, "What?"
Yeah, you did, Bruce. You're right.
18%.
What the reaction was genuine. It was genuine. I
that
didn't
was
expect
funny.
that. I didn't expect that.
That was funny. All right, y'all. That's our show.
Can I say this, y'all?
18%.
Yeah.
I can't defend 18% from the three.
If y'all want to win some money, man, holla at Bruce. He called every playoff series correctly in the NBA last year, except for the Lakers series when they went out. Mm-hmm. And he predicted that Caitlin Clark was going to regress and have a terrible year this year. And that was right on point. Like, I don't know, he got some magical ability or something. So holla at him if you want to win some money.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on.
Yeah. Her steals is insane. But she did most of that damage early on in the season. That was one game she had 8 steals. Like I said, man, she did a lot of damage early on. Where is she? Where is she?
Hey,
like, where is she? You watch the Storm game and you see Diggy.
They're suffering in general. I don't want to give it to just Gabby. I don't want to put it all on her. They're suffering it. That's the point I was trying to make earlier about Erica Wheeler. It's not just Gabby. I don't want to put it all on her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if they would have stopped the vote, if they would have started the voting and stopped it at the All-Star break, it would be Gabby. But I mean, you gotta measure the whole season, and it's been Asia, and the results is what I do defensively. As a matter of fact,
but you can't highlight what Asia did for the second half and not discredit what Gabby did for the first half, just because Asia's finishing out the way she is. And I'm not taking away from anything, but I don't want to get into a narrative just because Asia's having a great second half.
Yeah,
doesn't discredit the first half.
Right.
And if Gabby can finish strong, that's great. But just giving credit to someone who finishes strong doesn't take away from the first half shittiness. And that was
let's
my
take
French.
the game.
Let's take the game. But I'm just saying, the Las Vegas Aces were trashed the first half of the season. We're not gonna discredit that. We can't.
I understand it. But let me say this, Bree.
Turn around.
Let's take the season and pretend it's a game. I suck in the first half. Second half, I come on strong and destroy it. We call that clutch. Which one is more important? How I started or how I ended?
I love that. I love that take. I love it. As an athlete,
how you start, it's about how you finish.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. As an athlete, it is how you finish. I agree.
Absolutely.
I agree 100%. I do. I agree.
But go ahead. But
have we ever seen a MVP and a Defensive Player of the Year get the same award?
Elijah Jordan.
Yes, indeed.
That was how many years ago? We're in a different generation. We're in a different generation.
Asia was the GOAT. You said Asia was the GOAT, Bree.
She is the GOAT.
She will be.
Right. Asia is the GOAT. I would love for her to see both, but I don't know if they're gonna give both, yo.
They split the baby last year. They gave one to Fee. They gave one to Asia.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if we're gonna see both. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't know if we're gonna see both.
I think the conversation is definitely on the table for Asia to get both, though.
That would be amazing.
Man,
but,
fourth MVP and his second depoy. That would be crazy.
For the WNBA to do that first, they were the first ever to have women be a union. So I don't say it's impossible for the WNBA to trailblaze in that perspective. But when's the last time we seen that anywhere?
Yeah. Bree, you know what's crazy? The player that we call the GOAT, Diana Taurasi, she only got one MVP.
I don't think
Della Don got two.
Della is like the female KD.
Yes, I've always said that. Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I've always said that.
She's like, I've seen her play against Maya Moore. It was the best game I ever seen in my entire life. I got to see Della Dawn versus Maya Moore. It was. I cried. I'm not gonna lie.
That's actually where I was going. I was about to ask the question. Everyone says Taurasi is the GOAT, but is she really better than Maya Moore? I don't think so.
She's not.
I
She's
don't
not.
think so.
Okay,
she's not.
Cool. I thought it was me.
Maya Moore is up there from my top
Maya Moore is
three in the WNBA, bro.
Yes.
And most people think
she stopped before she had to. She
right.
She had more.
Yes,
she did. She had more left.
But listen,
her in this era of WNBA is nasty.
She would. Oh my
Nobody can
goodness.
touch her.
But listen, the player that everybody say the real GOAT is never played in the WNBA, and that's Cheryl Miller.
Cheryl Miller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Man.
Yeah.
Unreal. But you know, she would have been.
Hey, but the new GOAT is on the way.
Oh,
Juju Watkins.
Oh, Juju?
Yeah.
I was on a
as long as she comes back properly from injury.
Of course.
I was on a cruise.
If she can come back and be
we don't know. She could be Paul George and she could be Klay Thompson coming back from an injury. We don't know.
If she can come back and be herself, she is gonna be a problem.
Yeah. Oh, she's nasty.
She gonna play unrivaled before she gets to the
she
W.
went down. I was crying. I was saying,
you know what she is?
Okay? I was like,
she's
I'm not okay.
2.0. There you go. She's like the new and improved version of that.
I think she could be like Cynthia Cooper.
Why do you say that, Bruce?
I see the similarities in the game. Like,
she's not even the same height. Like,
but I think they're similar type players though.
The reason I compare Della to KD is because of the height.
I see similar type players though. What's Della Don? 6'5", right?
Yeah, she tall.
Juju's about 6'2". But I think they're very
she
similar.
handles the ball. She's a point guard though. Della Don was off ball.
That's what
that's
the only reason.
Juju was a 2.
It's position with me. It's position with me every time.
That's fair.
If we try to compare players, I just look at position. That's all.
I thought that Juju was a shooting guard, but
both.
Okay.
Yeah, she played both.
They wanted to see Paige and Juju, and when Juju got hurt, it was like,
yeah, that was tough. That was about to be crazy in the tournament. Absolutely.
It was about to be crazy.
So what sucks though, the way they seeded it, it was going to be, I think, in the Elite 8 instead of what we wanted to see later. So the seeds just ended up the way they.
She wears my favorite number. I can't deny it. She wore the same number I wore in high school.
What number is that?
College. 12.
Why'd you wear 12?
It's just I don't know why. Like, it's just my favorite number. It's the month I was born, and it's my favorite number. Okay, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Do we have to do this right now? The sign. Oh God.
How about we do this?
Wow.
We had a hell of a show, man. I really appreciate Bruce.
Mill Senior.
I really appreciate Bruce from the Format Podcast. Y'all make sure y'all go and subscribe. Y'all make sure y'all also hit the like button. Go subscribe to No Bull. Look for us on Sunday before the football games. You look for the Blitz. The whole
you have
crew.
to. It's a great show.
Speaking of football, before we get up out of here, for those who are not tuned in, Kansas City is in trouble. They are down 9 with less than 5 to go in the fourth quarter. Kansas City is in trouble.
I'm mad I didn't pick the Chargers because I wanted to so bad.
I did too, honestly.
Man. Yeah. I appreciate all my day ones. Why T-Bird don't have a wrench? T-Bird, what happened to your wrench?
Wait, hold on. Who's T-Bird? Let me see.
T-Bird is one of
Cynthia is the WNBA GOAT, and Miller. Oh, CC is overrated as a. She is. She got a 96 overall in 2K. I know 2K is just like a virtual space, but I think she got a higher rating than Sabrina.
When the new patch
Sabrina played in more games.
When
like,
the new
what are you talking about?
When the new patch drops, she'll be a 76.
Wow.
She got a 96 overall in 2K, and she only played in 13 games.
Transformative wrenches for moderators.
Crazy. That's crazy. And I don't know if that's going to contribute to her downfall or that's going to add to her legacy. I don't know.
She has to come back from this.
Contribute to her. She does. And I just think that's crazy. That's crazy. She did what Angel did last year. And we can't hold Angel accountable and not hold Caitlyn accountable.
Of course you can.
And I don't say that for the Angel fans because the Angel fans are nasty people. I'm just saying y'all be
You don't say.
The Angel fans are mean. I don't want to even say.
No.
I'm not, yes, they are. Yes, they are. They told me that I'm tearing down a black woman because I said that Camila Cardosa is a more complete player than Angel.
That is correct.
To my channel, and they said I was tearing down black women because I said Camila was a more complete player.
Don't you know you cannot criticize black people publicly? You know that, right?
They said I was another woman. They said I wanted clout, and I was tearing down black women. That ain't true.
I was like, oh my God. Lewis just criticized Shannon Sharp, and we was on Ray Lewis' side.
Oh man, we ain't even going.
You can criticize.
No, it's not about size. But it just threw me off because like I haven't got no hate, and I've criticized Caitlyn. But I've never got no hate. But with the Angel fans, when I criticize Angel, I get a lot of Angel hate. I've gotten a lot of Angel hate.
You was in the Angels environment. You've never criticized Caitlyn in a Caitlyn's environment. I got some channels I can send you to, and you can go and say criticize Caitlyn if you want to. I guarantee you it's going to be equal, if not worse, than what you heard from Angel fans. They all are fanatics.
But
I'm sensitive, y'all. I'm really sensitive. Like I'm an
from
empath.
D-Moore, you also definitely can't criticize Angel.
My mom made sure I went to school in the county.
I'm just saying.
No, Bruce. No.
That's funny.
They're being mean. I can't. I'm like, oh my God.
I can't help it. I don't know.
All right, y'all ready to go watch the last 5 minutes of this game?
Yes, indeed.
It's live on YouTube. This YouTube NFL thing is gonna be it's gonna be a good deal, man. Like I can watch it. You know what I mean? I like that. That's dope.
I got it on my second screen right here. I messed up by not putting it on earlier.
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna tell you this right.
You should have told me. I would have put it on.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is a freebie. This is your one freebie. The rest you got to pay for.
Oh yeah, and it looks good too. It looks so high definition and everything.
Wow,
yeah,
they let Patrick Mahomes get that bullshit off. Well, Kansas City's threatening right now with 3 minutes left, but they still down 2 scores. So
yeah, forget them dudes.
Wait,
but anyway,
are you saying are the Kansas City losing?
Yeah, they losing by 9. They're losing by 9.
They about to score.
Oh, he threw
Bruce,
some.
Don't do that.
What happened?
18-27 in the fourth quarter. Yeah, they about to lose. They got the ball though.
They're in the red zone.
Second and goal.
Yeah.
Mahomes, no joke.
I didn't know that if you caught the ball in defense in the end zone that you got 2 points. I didn't know that.
Man,
I don't think that's how that.
That's not quite.
You know what? We gonna write a book for you.
Yeah, y'all need to. Y'all need to help out.
We gonna all contribute to writing a book.
If you're gonna write a book for me, I'm gonna write a book for you in the WNBA because you're not about to keep playing with me.
It's gonna sit right where that Meyer Moore book sitting right there, next to the injuries.
Next
to the injuries.
Real? Are all those real?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I almost said something. We're gonna hurry up and get up. We're gonna hurry up and get up off the air.
Oh, what? How long is what real?
She asked my Jordans was real, and I was about to say something, but we about to get up off this app, man. We appreciate it.
I'm tired of you playing with me. Right. I don't know football. I don't care.
Let me land the plane, y'all.
WNBA and NBA. Come on, stop playing. I've won a championship. Have you won a fantasy championship yet, Chris?
I have actually. I have actually.
I've won 2. I've
good
won
job.
2 championships in fantasy, and I've only played for 2 years.
And
what
basketball,
are you talking about?
You ain't got no
I
clue.
don't care.
won
I've
basketball.
I've won more championships than you have. Like I don't.
Hold on. What is the heat?
I don't want to hear none of this. Like,
walking around with the strap mill.
Yep.
Like you just like Bree, sit out. You don't know you don't know football. Okay, but like I've won more fantasy championships than you have.
Bree,
what are you talking
first off,
about?
It's basketball. Nobody cares about that shit. You're the only one playing. Second
Yes,
of all,
they do care about
Bree,
that shit. Like, don't
Bree,
even do that. If you're gonna make a
Bree,
point, make sure it's valid. Because
Bree,
people do care about
hold on.
fantasy basketball takes more work. We do it every
Bree.
day. Y'all do it once a day,
Bree,
once a week.
Bree, please.
We do it every day.
Please
We put
inhale
that work
some-
in. Shout
inhale
out to
some
the fantasy
oxygen.
basketball players who have to do it every single day versus a fantasy
Inhale-
football player who has to do
inhale
it
some
once a week.
oxygen. Please inhale some oxygen, please. And listen. 2 ears, 1 mouth. Listen, Linda. What I was saying that as a genuine, like, we're going to help you learn football.
No,
That wasn't a
not
dig.
coming from that place.
That wasn't a dig. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with
like,
you.
Bree, I don't want to hear your opinion.
It's not that I don't want to
hear
your
from the
opinion.
men because you don't know football.
No, it's not
And
that I don't want to hear your
I
opinion.
respect
It's not
that.
it's
I
not that I
respect
don't want to
that.
hear
But
your
when it comes to
opinion.
knowing ball,
It's not that I don't want to hear your opinion. It's I just want your opinion. You know what I'm saying? Have something behind it. So we're gonna teach you football.
Damn.
That's all. I want you to contribute to the football side of
if
things.
I do
want
better
you.
than you in the Pick'ems league,
You won't. You won't.
Okay.
You won't.
and you're the commissioner. Okay.
And I could cheat, and I'm not even gonna do that. I'm still gonna
I
be
know
on
you can
Chris.
see. I took a screenshot of the points. Don't play with me. Like I'm
I
not
don't
playing.
cheat,
I
Chris.
took a
I don't
screenshot
cheat,
of the
though.
points. Don't play with
I don't
me.
cheat.
I
I don't
already
cheat.
know. I come
just
from
make
cheaters.
sure. Just make
you
sure
talking about
you make.
cheaters. I forget what statement you made earlier, but I
Just
take
make sure-
screenshots of shit. If
Just
you
make
change
sure you
anything,
put your picks in, because I'm
I'll
not
put
telling
it in
y'all
the
to
group
put your
chat.
picks in. If you don't put your pick in, it's an automatic L for that pick. I just want you to know that. It ain't got nothing to do with me. If you miss a pick, it becomes an L.
They asked me. They said, "Do you want the commissioner have control over your picks?" They asked.
Nobody
me.
asked you. Nobody asked you that.
Yes, they did.
Nobody asked you
and
that.
I said, "Fuck no! I don't want
Nope.
him to have no control over my picks."
Nobody asked you that. Nobody asked you that.
Y'all play too much, man. You see what I got to
Nobody
do?
asked you that.
This is the group chat. This is the group chat. This is group chat stuff spilling over into the show. No one's ever supposed to see this part.
Don't
Y'all
piss me
get-
off,
y'all
Bree.
get- this should be members on. This should be members only.
I was just
man,
about to
'cause
say, y'all
not
getting
supposed to
too
see
much
behind
good.
the
Y'all getting
stage.
too much good content.
Yeah, y'all not supposed to be seeing behind the stage debates we be having in the group chat. And for the record, I
Let me
cook
know. I'm not
everyone.
involved in the group chat. I'm not.
Bruce, I cooks everyone in the group chat. Like,
Oh, here you go.
it's insane how we cooking, man. It
I
don't even
think
matter
you
if it's
getting your
football,
group chats.
hockey,
I think you're getting your
baseball.
group chats confused. You don't be cooking us.
And if I'm talking about Big Lotto, if I'm talking about, it don't matter what I'm talking about.
All right. Yeah. Hey, we
I'm
appreciate
cooking.
y'all. We appreciate y'all for hanging with us, man. On that note, man, the next time you'll see us will be Sunday, 8:00 in the morning on the Pacific, 11:00 if you're on the East, and figure out all the other time zones in
Tune
between,
in on
man.
Sunday. Tune in
It's
on
been
Sunday.
a-
That show is amazing.
It's been a great one, man.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the Format Podcast. Appreciate everybody who's here. Also, Format Podcast, we do a Sunday morning show at 10:00, so you can check us out and then roll on over to Man Down Sports right after. So we do that.
Facts. If you haven't subscribed to the Format Podcast and the No Bull Podcast, you're wrong. Go do that now.
KNOW. If you know bull, you know ball.
Wow.
There you go.
We need to get like some kind of whatever, like a bomb or something after you say that line. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no doubt.
Right.
All right, man. Bruce, we appreciate you, brother, man. Salute. Salute.
Appreciate
We
y'all too,
appreciate you.
man.
We appreciate
Always.
everyone in the chat. We appreciate all our members, people who might have watched for the first time. We appreciate you. Hit the like button. This is your last opportunity to do that. Watch the playback, man, because this was a good show, man. I'll catch y'all Sunday. Peace.